Welcome, my lovely dears, to another, or technically the first session of The Streets Are Long Ass Gutters. When last we left off, we introduced our swashbuckling ne'er-do-wells, our dashing rogues, our cryptids, our big booty bitches, our himpos. Introduced them all, some might say. And figured out generally what's going on, some connections that exist between them and amongst them in this world, and what they intend to actually do, and that is to collect a plaque, a special plaque, from each of the noble families of Hollisher. Once all of these plaques are gathered, there's a very high chance that it's going to open a vault that has existed since Hollisher was first created, on top of some old wizardy dungeon of some kind. Hollisher's been around for a long time, and there are a lot of very strange locations in it that are ethereal, ephemeral, magic, illegal, all the fun things. But most of all, it is still a merchant metropolis of the era, and if you do business, you do crime, and if you do crime, you do business. And you are all in the business of doing crime for hire. Your employer, the broker, someone who has not yet really given you a name, but indicates that they are the person who actually hired you all through your various fixers and attaché, wants to use this vault because it contains the card from the deck of many things, the sun. The sun. The sun. And presumably some other cards. Potentially the Jester. Potentially the Star. It's unsure which one. So it is a gamble. Everyone loves a good gamble. At least amongst these players, some people love a good gamble, and some people find that witheringly frustrating.
Let me pull a card. Let me pull a card.
But hey. When we eventually left off, you had moved into your safe house, and you have your first job, the details of which has been kept from you until just now. You are to go into Scholar's District on the middle ring side of the wall. I shall pull you across to the city map. Right over here. There you must find a bronze plaque from the first era of Hollisher's founding. There is in that area a 2-story manor belonging to Sir Antonoc Mason. And that is somewhere the plaque that you need. Of course, you don't know anything else but this. There is a lot that you can uncover and learn about it. You aren't under any time constraints or rush. You could spend as much as a week just fucking picking information apart. Obviously, the longer you spend on it, the more obvious it is that you're asking questions and plumbing for things. But you could do things very slowly and very carefully if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, right now we have, no heat, so we shouldn't generate much, if any, suspicion, really.
Correct.
So, yeah, who has a really high persuade and wants to go try and find out some stuff about this dude?
I have
Well,
a decently high persuade, but I probably shouldn't be the one asking.
I
Why
have
do you
a
even...
6 persuasion.
Oh wait, never mind. I have a decent intimidate. I
Yeah,
have
I was
an
gonna say, I
alright
don't,
persuade.
I don't believe you.
I have a passable persuade.
so
I would like to direct you to my -1 charisma.
Okay, so it
Love it.
sounds
Okay.
like the lieutenant.
It's probably right as your persuasion machine. Yeah, she is your persuasion machine. I'll roll for her if you would like to. But
Sure.
before we get into that,
What's hers? What's hers
she is a 5.
So it's
less than mine. Get sucked.
Oh, cool.
Get fucked.
That's right. Her
Let's
sight
hear
are
it,
4
Lieutenant
skills.
Crunch, formerly Captain.
Yeah, before we get to that, Notice here we have the old classic planning phase. This is not the planning phase, but you'll probably want to figure out the information you'll need to perform it. So finding out where it is and how big it is, finding out who might know anything, finding out who guards the place, all that kind of things. Like the who and the who and the who are really important for actually
Pre-plan.
doing any planning. Yes. You don't even actually know where this manor is. You probably never walked up to it before. You've never had a reason to. You just know that it's on the ring side of Scholar's District.
I can start that off with an investigate to case the joint, quote unquote. Which in this case means find the fucking place, because that's sort of my specialty.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Alright. Go ahead and spend inspo on it. Might as well safeguard myself since we have an inspo machine in the party.
Remember, we're playing 6E rules. You can hang on to that inspiration.
That's true. That is true.
We're doing what?
6E rules. That means inspiration you roll after you've rolled and if you fail.
Yep.
With a 25,
Which
no need to worry there. Okay, so you do locate it. When they say it is on the wall side, like the inner wall side of Scholar's District, they aren't kidding. It basically bumps up against it. You discover that Antonok Mason's mansion is actually a walled-off area with two buildings in it. One is the two-story manor, and the other, I suppose three, the others are a two-story guest accommodation and a stables.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are the big walls like?
They are, in some cases, they are literal big walls, like old fortifications that used to exist and then were built around it as the city grew. And in some cases, they're more like symbolic walls, where there was a wall there and it's been knocked in. But this is still like the boundaries that are thought of as the defensive positions. If, say, Velthamar ever walked a gigantic skeleton army on Hollisher, people would do the old classic retreat, retreat, retreat.
Yeah.
As it stands, that means these walls are like 4 or 5 stories tall, starting taller in the middle and getting shorter on the way out. Namely,
Are
so
they
that people on the inner wall
patrolled?
can shoot to people on the outer wall. Are they patrolled? Only nominally.
Okay.
It would be inhumanely expensive to have guards on inner defensive
Yeah.
fortifications that aren't in use. Like at best, you have one guy whose job it is to do the whole circuit over the course of their entire day, and just to
Fair.
scrub it and make sure that it's accessible.
Cool.
The very outer wall probably has like one person for every one of those dots that you can see that indicates a gate.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, if you're on the edge of Scholar's District, there are probably only going to be 1 or 2 guards that you'll ever see like patrolling from side to side here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know that his place bumps up against the wall. So it is also in shadow for like half of every day. But it is a really nice building in the Scholar's District.
Nice.
All right. So you wanted to throw Persuade around. What do you want to find out?
I was gonna go.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna wait until Red over there, what's her name, Amire,
Amiré.
Amory found where the place was. Then I was gonna go carousing in the local bars.
Yeah, sure. Let's pull up Scholar's District and see if there's anywhere as well of concern in Scholar's District.
Because aside from the fact that I'm human, if anyone recognizes Northie at any of these places, they're not going to raise a brow that he's here too.
Yeah, the only thing notable in Scholar's District is a gigantic library.
I can't carouse in a library.
Yep, so yeah, you can go around like just small bars and stuff, but there's
Oh,
not going to be
okay.
any like famous ones with particularly powerful gimmicks.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just wondering if there's like just local pubs I can drink in, because like even the nerds have to go and drink somewhere at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I will do carousing with locals persuasion.
Well, I will ask Northie to attempt to find out whether any of the guards are God-fearing men,
So
or
So-
particularly
wait, which god?
any of them. Let's go.
Imagine being God-fearing of Embla. Moo.
Hey, look, that
Uh,
ass can kill you if she sits on you.
True.
Oh no, there's no list of gods here.
Uh,
I'm trying
if
to
you're-
remember.
Right, I can give you the list of the divines if you'll give me a moment. I will.
do you
I
know
will
which
transfer
domain
that
they
over.
have? Because I know most of the gods off the top of my head.
No, I vaguely remember all of them, but I would need a list to decide which ones
In
specifically
this town,
I'm thinking of for this plan.
In
I know
this
there's a
town,
temple
everyone's probably a
of
Psi-Knight.
Asmund.
There was so many voices all at once. There isn't any core worshipper. Python gets a lot more love here than they would otherwise.
I was about to
Asmund, Wayland, also popular.
Oh, good.
Actually,
don't think
you
I
could
have a summary.
ask if anybody is particularly just pious in general over Embla.
Over Embla, eh? Yeah, you can try and find that out.
Yeah,
I mean,
as part of
a
as part
dashing-
of your carousing.
a dashing rogue looking for emblemites. Makes sense, makes sense. Got any moo cows in the city? Anyways, persuasion.
Yeah,
I clicked the button. It didn't go.
there it is.
Okay.
You're not very persuasive.
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
you can
I
look-
have it. So
go
what
for it.
does inspiration do in 6e?
Let you reroll.
Let you roll again. It does what inspiration does usually, except you can use it after you roll instead of just burning it and going.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's not as
Why, though?
bad.
That's a 2 and a 4 on the dice. I'm so sad. Can I go back to playing BattleTech now?
No. No, you may not. Okay.
I can
Well,
roll d6, it's fine.
With a 10, you learn that Antonop is a famous horse breeder. He has a prized racehorse named Flapjack, who's believed to be half magical beast.
Flapjack.
Oh,
I'll add that to the Blackjack notes. There you go. He's a famous horse breeder. A prized racehorse named Flapjack, who is believed to be half magical beast.
You know, while I'm scoping the place out, do I see any particularly notable horse in the stables?
In order to see the stables, you'd have to like clear the walled entryway into his little mansion, home, and stable.
Hmm.
You
Well,
could give it a go, but that will be a different check.
Stealth check?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll try and poke myself in. Well, I've spent that inspiration now. There we
Yeah?
go. 16.
Okay. I am going to pull everyone over to a map. Just do that. Grab all your tokens first. All right. Let me know if you can all see.
Yep.
All right. So,
Nice.
off to the south down here is where his actual manor is, but you're peeking in at where the stable is. This is a large, like really richly appointed stable. You can hear the whickering of horses, but as you can see, it is a walled structure. Out of sight, but it looks like as an exit that goes directly out of the wall, like through the walled enclosure, is where the Hunces is. Let me pop something in the GM notes so I don't ruin it. That'll
So
cool
like
you
you could
around.
go in here and then
You could go through the wall, essentially, to get into this enclosure, and it would bring you to the stables. Right there. You can see they've got a big door that cuts right through the wall. Otherwise, you can see that there is a border on this whole place, like that is actually an enclosed area. So the stables is a point of entry, although it is a very secure door, as you might expect, because prize stallions are worth more than men's lives in some cases.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not a great point of entry, but it would be a very good point of exit
Yeah, you could absolutely make a hasty escape.
with his stallion.
However, because you are, I've not shown which one is the fancy stallion. Because you aren't able to see into the structure, as you can tell, you have no way of knowing. You don't ever see the horse yourself. You could probably case the joint in order to see it when it's being brought out to exercise and stuff. But
Yeah.
just from like taking a peek in, no clues.
We should remember to lift the key to the back door then.
That is certainly something that might be worth doing. Yes, the stable itself is only a one-story building. The guest room and the manor are two-story buildings. Also, how cool is that map? I really like the map kits that I've got for
Hell
Publishers.
yeah.
It
Yeah, I
it
like it.
really does look like Thief 2.
Yeah, that's definitely where a lot of his inspiration comes from. All right. He wants to try another thing.
Nice.
There is plenty more to learn about Antonok Mason, and plenty more to learn about his surroundings.
When are we have we would we need to go further to reach a point where like we set a date for what we're doing?
You could do it whenever you wanted to. You could say, that's already enough information. Let's do the planning phase. Would you
Right.
like to
I
begin the
have-
planning phase?
No.
No, I have a casing phase thing I want to do, but it
Okay.
requires a at least loose date.
Okay. That's on you guys.
Yeah.
The preference is that you don't spend longer than a week doing prep, just because
Yeah.
operational security, essentially.
Let's see. On that note of exits, I'd like to case the place like at night specifically to see like what kind of exits, like what all exits and entrances there are.
There are two.
Okay,
There is one
just those
main
two?
one. There is the one main wall entrance that comes out in front of with the guest house in front of you, stable on your right, and mansion on your left. And then there is the one inside the stables.
Okay.
So
Don't
I
need to
guess
do
the
a
next
casing
thing
for that.
to think of is the guards. Try and scope them out.
Okay.
Learn their rotations and numbers and positions.
Who's got the best perception?
I would imagine the ranger.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah. Would you like
You
to give
wanna-
me a
Go for it.
perception?
Do you want to
Absolutely.
Strider? Do you want to Strider it up?
That
Look,
is
he
very
Stridered
nice.
it up.
Yeah, look at you go. All right.
It's a 9.
Where do you do this, like, watching from? Obviously, that would dictate the difficulty, like how much you can see. It would also dictate their ability to perhaps tell they're being watched.
Let's see here. Where are we again?
Wherever you want to be, that's the point.
Yeah, wherever you want to be for doing
Oh,
this. So
okay.
it's like, where are you doing this case? And like, you were literally outside the walls. Are you peeking over them? Are you like on the middle, like actual for real central wall and looking down?
Actually,
That would be very difficult.
be the
It would
ideal
work.
place.
Do you want an
It's-
athletics check for that?
No, you can just go up some stairs to get in. There's probably a lock on it, but amongst you all and with no rush and in the middle of the night, you could probably just make it in there.
I
without
could
a
probably
test.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, it's within your house. I would say that the DC is quite high for being like just really above it and not being able to get super good details. If you had a spyglass, that DC wouldn't exist, but those are expensive. That said,
true.
18, pretty good. So you make your way up, and that is high enough to get the general gist of things. The majority of the guard force appear to be human. You do at one point spot an orc and what appears to be a hobgoblin.
Interesting.
There is a more nominal, like, cheapo mason town guard looking set of people, like, you know, all classical conscripts, probably aren't making a lot of money. And you do notice that there are a couple of better armed and armored looking, for want of a better phrase, thugs, I suppose.
Hmm.
And they're much more motley crew. It's possible that he has mercenaries of some kind of his own. As for guards, there are 3 out in the open, 1 that you see go in and out of the house. There's probably another 1 or 2 there, and you're unsure on the number of thugs. No more than 7.
All right. Large enough that they were unsure, but small enough to be less than 7 or less.
Yeah, yeah. More than 3, less than 7. Somewhere in that ballpark is where you have your best guess.
Yeah. All right.
I shall add, Antonok has city guards and private guards.
So when we say guards,
Yes.
I hate to, bring meta mechanics into things, but would Amri figure that these are the sort of guards who might be vulnerable to, the sleep spell?
The super generic guards, yes, they are sleepable. Thugs, probably not.
Okay.
If you got too many super generic guards in one cast, you would fail it, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it'll fail to do all of them, but yeah.
Yeah, you could probably hit 1 or 2 guards at a time and drop them.
Because it does punch out,
Yeah.
2 or 3 guys.
Let me double check, actually. How much health is in a guard? Because I feel like health is...
That was a really bad roll. But...
That was a really bad roll. That would work on a guard. Yeah, the super generic Mook ones with no heat are the actual guard stat block, the CR 1/8
like
boys.
11 HP or something.
Yes, 11 hit points. They do have chain shirts and shields and spears. Like, they are literally the town guard. You can see them wander around.
Yeah.
They are paid for out of taxes by the 3 noble families. Or at least paid for out of taxes by people who are employed by the 3 noble houses. Why would they pay tax? That's silly. You know what I mean.
Still, if
Some
they
guy in
have
the
the
neighborhood
actual...
watching
Family
fence
funded by
after me.
Hollisher.
If they have actual city guard around, we should probably,
Yeah,
if at all possible, avoid doing them a violence. That's a good way to get a lot of heat real quick.
Yeah, there is a measure for that.
So yeah, once we discover that, Amri will tell the group to just leave them to her if we encounter any.
They're also coincidentally within reasonable non-lethal damage one-shot range if you ever need to pull the thief and fucking lamp him from behind. Just whoop.
Oh yeah,
into
for
a dark
sure.
corner.
Amri very good at just bonk, just collapse.
Yeah,
Bong.
that is a big conk. I would say probably your side sword isn't a non-lethal weapon you'd like to use, but you know. I
Well,
won't deny
no,
you
but unfortunately, this is 5th edition D&D, where there is no means whatsoever I could use a quarterstaff as a finesse weapon, as much as I would like to.
As
Or
much
a
as it would be
blackjack.
nice to.
Yeah,
Or a
that's
blackjack.
awful.
It is.
I feel like I should invent a weapon that's like, if this is being used on an unaware target, it deals an extra 2d6 damage that stacks with sneak attack. You know, something like that. Like an actual, but it only does non-lethal damage. Just literally a sock full of fucking pennies.
Look,
If
here's...
you want, I will invent that right now.
Sure. I mean, here's my take, and it might not be 1000% balanced, but I don't think there's literally any reason that all one-handed weapons shouldn't have the finesse keyword anyway.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like there's no
Yeah.
there's no mechanical reason the longsword shouldn't be
I would say no
finessable.
reason a martial shouldn't be. Like, I could see like the finesse club, which is just a fucking leg you've ripped off a table. I can see why that's not the case. I would say every martial one-hander, sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
even
know
a
about a
club,
battle
like,
axe.
have you like a club includes things like fucking tonfas, according to
Yeah.
the actual fluff text in the book. And those are very much so
long
finesse
sword.
weapons.
Long swords
Yeah.
include katanas.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah.
you know,
You just
fuck
say
you.
your finesse longsword is just a katana. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe that's something worth testing. I'm reticent to try test it in this game, if only because we're already playing with a stack of new rules, and because you're already all rogues, so that's a very biased take on how useful finesse is.
I mean, listen, it will do literally nothing to my damage. I already have a D8 fucking rapier. It
That's
would
true.
just change it to bludgeoning if I had a quarterstaff instead.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure. You can have a. In fact, wait. The blade staff.
Like that's
You
what
wanna go with
Amira
the
used
classics,
in
yeah.
4E. She had a blade staff.
Yeah, if you want to change it to
Yeah.
a blade staff,
Fuck
you can
yeah.
you can choose bludgeoning or piercing damage when you use it.
The bonking stick.
Battle axe has the flat of a blade.
Yeah, battle axe is fine. You've got plenty of conk in surface.
There you go.
This is the
I can
shovel
just
inside.
swing the trident instead of stabbing with it.
Yeah. You just flip that backhander it.
After watching the Princess Bride many times, surely I can use the rapier's basket hilt to knock
Yeah,
someone
you
out
just-
like
you
a
just
Inigo
have a-
Montoya.
Yeah, you just have a
Yeah.
clearly. Yeah, yours is just a conkin basket.
But since I would sooner shatter a stained glass window than an artist such as yourself, bonk.
Anyway, but yeah. So
I'm glad we figured out bonk.
that will be very useful for our continued not murdering our way through this town. But yeah, so we know the guards, we know the layout of the place, we know a way in and out, or two really. We could always just rappel down the wall.
Yeah, well, I think I've already done my part for
That's what
casing, so
I was
we need
thinking
one
about.
more person. And then when Red gets here, Amxal should have gotten off work 6 minutes ago, so
Should have
Theoretically.
is a very operative.
Theoretically.
All right, you now all have the cat burglar's dangler. Yeah, you now have a lamp in sock. Enjoy.
Nice.
The cost of it is as many pennies as you put in the sock, you know? Probably like 20 copper. It's probably like 20 copper. Okay. So, you would like Red to do something? Red will try and learn more about the Antonok manor, just in general.
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting she do to begin with.
In 12. She'll learn another thing. Let's see here. Antonok's thugs invite different musicians every couple of nights, with a preference for piano.
play them a song. You're the piano man.
I mean, if only Tristy was here.
Accordion's kind of like a piano, right?
You could definitely play some accordion tracks on a piano. That was pretty sad. But hey, you know, it's a very useful tool for knocking people the shit out. Okay then. Has everyone tried something for a roll?
I haven't.
All right, what would you like to do? Because we'll do it in cycles and we'll progress a day each time. How about that?
Well, how often did you say for the like they invite people, they invite musicians in?
Every couple of nights.
Okay.
They have a preference for piano, but apparently there are quite a lot of musicians that go in and out of Antonok's manor.
I could attempt to like sneak in that way and get a case of the like actual like the inside.
Sure. Do you have a
Make-
disguise necessary?
I
I'll let you make a
can-
disguise kit test in order to go inside.
Let me attempt a disguise kit. Ah.
Pretty reasonable. What's your disguise?
We'll go with a is there like a portion of the deserts that does like the full like burqa type
Yeah,
outfit?
you could certainly go with the old classic burqa.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, like dress as a cat.
You put like fake cat ears in, so they poke out of the little burqa the little holes at the top of the
Yeah.
burqa. Sure. Are you traveling with an instrument yourself?
Yeah, I'll bring my accordion.
Okay. All right then. So you get that same view as last time of the clearing, albeit in the daytime, and you're able to walk in. Unless you want to make some very, very difficult persuasion tests, they will only let you see the guest room. But you can certainly give it a go. It's a difficult persuade test to like actually walk around inside.
Sure. Wait. Let me double check what I can do. One second. PH Playtest 5. Where'd Barbarian go?
And I suppose why.
Ah, here it is. Sorry. And acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival. So none of those. Can I attempt to convince them to give me a tour if I really wow them with or give me a deeper tour if I really wow them with a performance?
You can make a persuasion to do that.
Okie dokes.
Otherwise, it might be like, we're on duty, sir or
That's
ma'am. Go
fair.
away.
I have to be like, they're no fun. I'll leave in that case.
Yeah, not gonna risk the persuade.
Yeah, while I'm there though, can I like see if any of the hired thugs have any particularly religious emblems on them?
Good question. Roll me a d20.
Right.
Yeah, there is a thick orcish lad with the symbol of Bellatrix hanging at his hip.
Cool. Neat.
And let us see here. A very soot and blackened, looks like the sun symbol of Hagen hanging off of an archer's side.
Cool.
She's here.
Hey.
Yay.
Hey, I'm still working on getting the actual internet set up, but you know, as you do.
Cool.
Well, we can always do things and roll for, and Scout can roll for you.
Yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, those are the two worst members of the Pantheon for my other plan, but we re-roll with changes. I will
Alas.
inform people of those when I get back. I was planning to like disguise as a fortune teller and give one of them some sort of omen, and, like maybe you should stay home from work today. But those two are the one who is no longer here, and the one who an
Loves
omen of
conflict.
conflict would probably be like, hell yeah, I'm going to work.
You're in for a rough day at work. Fuck yes.
Can I get a brief overview, like what's been going on here? What's happening?
Pre-planning.
Currently you're all trying to learn stuff about the place you're going to be breaking into. So
Okay.
far, you are breaking into a place in the Scholars District. On the middle ring side of the wall, you must find the bronze plaque from the first era of Hollish's founding. The building is known as Antonox Manor. There is a 2-story manor without a large number of guards. There is a guest house, and there is a stables. So far, you have learned that Antonok is a famous horse breeder. He has a prize-raised race horse named Flapjack, who's believed to be half a magical beast. He has some city guards and some private guards, and his thugs like to invite different musicians every couple of nights, with a preference for the piano.
And the stable opens out to the streets, but it's heavily barred and locked. But the thing is, we need to swipe the key from the inside, and that's a great way to escape.
Yep, you could escape through the stables. That's what you know so far.
Yeah.
I guess while I'm in the guest, like on the way in and out of the guest room, do I see, first of all, the plaque, but second of all, like what kind of uh doors slash uh and exits are there to the manor itself? Like, is there only one door from the guest?
From the guest house to the manor? Not
Oh, wait, you
really.
said they were separate buildings.
They were separate buildings.
Okay.
And
Do
they are
I?
enclosed spaces.
Okay, is each building is walled off separately, or it's one wall around the entire compound?
Allow me to draw for you.
Okay.
We shall use the old classic. And I'll turn on the lighting on this little page. There we go. Should be able to all see.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So if you were to imagine, like, here is your great big wall on this side.
Mhm.
Then there is an outer wall here, a wall there. This is one point of entry. This is the place with the
Oh, yeah.
stables. This is the guest house. And over here is the manor. Technically, the manor probably
Okay.
does have a door that goes out of this wall, but it is not a point of entry or exit.
Yeah. It would be.
You know, speaking
Down,
Yes,
yes.
to get in, there is a doorway here on this side and on this side.
Okay. What is the window situation like?
That's a good question. Let me have a look here.
For the upper story.
The noble house is covered in windows. The guest
Okay.
house only has a handful that you saw before. Actually, no. The guest house also has a pretty reasonable number of windows, and the second floor has a balcony.
Okay.
you know, speaking of entrances and exits, what's the sewer situation in this town, if any? Might as well get that out of the way.
Dangerous. Dangerous. The sewer system is definitely used, but it was used most regularly by the Thieves Guild, and they're on the shit list. As it stands, if there's
Yeah.
anywhere more occupied by guards, it's probably more operating in the sewers than there are operating on the streets.
Grody.
That said, there are hiding places all over the sewers, like old bolt holes, old scavenger routes, like some have been collapsed in, some have been rebuilt, some are new, old, all sorts. It is like that very classic Brandon Sanderson, the sewers are a second city kind of deal.
Mm.
Apart from a very large channel where the tunnel leading to a different city entirely exists. But yeah, you could probably live your entire life under the city and never see the sky. As for an entrance, I'm not seeing any base sewer entrances, but you could duck into an external sewer and then try and come up through their privy. Certainly not rule that out. It is a classic for a reason.
Engage the Johnny English.
Try and fire your magic wand and shit starts pouring out the tap.
Oh no. Alright.
Oh goodness.
So, while Amory's casing the place earlier, did she see any sort of regular, like, deliveries coming in, like food and such? Any, like, big groups of servants coming and going?
Give me a perception.
Okay. It's not my character sheet. Percept. 17, not bad.
Let's see here. You can tell that there are 3 maids and 1 butler. The butler is the only one that seems to come and go with any regularity, and he only picks up a moderately sized number of groceries. It looks like the thugs use their paycheck to feed themselves as opposed to live off of the Lord's own stock.
I see, I see. Well, that makes sense then. Here's something Northie might want to look into. Are there any other, like, criminal groups operating near this place that we might need to look out for?
Yeah, certainly worth looking into.
I will carouse again.
Yeah, give it a go.
Carouse
that's
2.
perception.
Carouse harder.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
I'm much better with criminals.
Let us
makes sense.
see here. You do meet a couple people who have actually tried to rob Antonok Manor before with that 24.
My god.
They found that the manor itself is usually locked tight with rather difficult, maybe they think warded locks on the main door, and their windows are like a real proper glass, so breaking them is not supremely easy to do quietly.
Okie doke.
However, Antonok's manor has the guest building for his mercenary guard, and he's pretty sure the key is on one of the guys there. They were caught trying to break in because they learned he is a collector of rare cigars and musical instruments, and that sounded like a really fun thing to steal.
Ooh.
Alright,
Oh,
sorry,
and one
someone
of them
was
says
talking
that they're pretty sure that he sleeps with his butler, but the other
Ah.
one just sort of like elbows him.
Oh my god, is his butler like all prim and proper and androgynous, but then when they unbuckle their suit, it's just like double D's come spilling out.
No, it just seems to be a handsome dude.
What?
Okay.
So like
I was
the
wondering if
Lord?
it was. I was wondering if it was a Merzendi fantasy.
So what? Like the Lord sleeps with their butler, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Lord sleeps with his butler.
Okay.
Well, that's what they would leave, at least.
I mean, that's the rumor they're going with.
Yeah, Antonok only keeps 3 maids and a butler. It is believed he sleeps with the butler.
Kind of like that, Stray.
Huh?
The androgynous butler, kind of like that.
VCT.
Yeah, very handsome-ish.
Ah, okay.
Hard to tell, there's a lot going on in that picture.
So
Yeah.
so the guy has like he's big on like horse racing or something like that, right?
Yes, he is a famous horse breeder. He has a prized racehorse named Flapjack, who's believed to be half magical beast.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a race happening soon?
Roll me d20.
Okay. Here. D20.
No, afraid not.
Oh,
Flapjack just succeeded on a race maybe like a week ago. There isn't expected to be another one for a month.
Damn. Unfortunate.
Dang us.
they're busy extracting samples from him so he could be put out to stud.
Yeah, I mean, you could try and sneak in under the guise of horse jerk off specialists. I don't know.
I mean, Amri does have a horse.
I don't know that having a horse qualifies you as a jerk off specialist unless you're up to some things that you never really talked about before.
I was more thinking about, like, she could pretend to be interested in getting Flapjack to stud for her horse.
How quality is your horse? Is there any pedigree to it?
I mean, Amri comes from a pretty decent money background, so yeah, it could well be. It's was not. This is the second most expensive thing she bought, for sure.
Isn't that normally done between like rich people and people in those circles though?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. Amri could pretend to be. You know.
Yeah, you can definitely pass as someone who happens to be visiting Hollisher because they want to get some prime stallion spoo.
I
How about a
think-
test from your ranger to prim up your haunts if you want to make that kind of check, though? Because they will see, like, oh, this is just. I mean, I get it, it's a nice horse, but you've been using it for adventuring. Doesn't look like something you would want to go finding
Yeah.
high class rider stallion for.
I'm not sure this is a actual good idea.
It could be done, though. I'll say an animal handling
It's
test by
just-
one of your
it's-
companions could fancy your haunts up enough to blag your way into the stables with Flapjack.
It's an idea. We're working on ideas here.
Yeah. There are no bad ideas, only bad decisions.
It's like they ask you how good you are at putting horses out to stud, and just like, well, my husband's a centaur.
Ma'am, we need you to stud it with a human, not.
Nah.
Would I be able to assist said animal handling check with my disguise kit?
I guess that would be something that could be done if you decide to go with it.
Yeah, if
It's up to you.
Let's push that back to the planning phase, because I feel like
Okay.
this is
Put a
something
pin in
like once we start doing it, that's the beginning of the heist.
That becomes yeah. We move you on to the planning phase once you've decided on a legitimate way to enter. Okay, so as I said before, you know now that there are a famous horse breeder, city guards and private guards. The thugs invite different musicians every couple of nights with preference for piano. The manor is usually locked tight with difficult, maybe warded locks on the main door, real glass windows. Man has a guest room for the mercenary guard where keys could be found. Antonok collects rare cigars and musical instruments, and Antonok only keeps 3 maids and a butler. It is believed he sleeps with the butler. There is probably, and by which I mean there's almost certainly more you could learn, but that depends how you go about it and how successful you are in rolling.
Another option for getting in would be we heist some rare cigars and try and sell them to him.
Yeah, you could perform
Yeah.
a lower tier thievery in order to pawn them off here. That would be just a skill test.
Quick question as well. Do we happen to know like where in the manor is the plate, or is that unknown to us at this point?
You don't know, actually. That's something you could try and find out.
Not sure how we would, unless we try and like get at the butler somehow.
You could ask someone who's been in there before.
Like those rogues.
Let's see. One of us could pose as a historian looking into like Hollishire's like origins or something like that.
Certainly a way to get in as well, yeah.
Real quick, what test do you want to heist those cigars? Just like sleight of hand?
We'll go with a perception so that you don't get seen, or a stealth, so one or the other, so that you aren't spotted, and then a sleight of hand to pilfer. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very good at both of those things. So are you?
God damn.
Yeah. So it would seem
That is the rogue spec.
It is. It is. Okay. So yeah, you can certainly saunter on into a store of fine smokables. Roll me a d20.
Okay. I have a 10.
Okay. You acquire 5 very fancy cigars. They are in a box. You can see these things have like the gold leaf wrapping around the cigar itself, which is, full of various fine fancy stuffs, but I'm not exactly a cigarista. I don't know the specialties, but yeah, the fact that it's wrapped in gold leaf is pretty telling. And there are stampings of different printings on them. One of them you notice has the Mason signature on it. Probably not the one you want to present to him, because you'd be like, you're trying to pawn off something I own already, I see.
Yeah, no.
But the other 4 all look pretty valid.
Alright. Fuck, how much can Amiré get just pawning off the Mason cigar?
Look like 4 silver. It's pretty good.
I'm low on cash, I'll take it.
Yeah, go for it. You can add 4 silver to your character sheet.
Yep.
You can keep 4 expensive cigars. That is certainly a way to get in and speak to Antonok Mason.
Anyone else have something they want to do in the casing phase here?
I can't really think of anything. I've done everything my character could do. I'm going to make sure that my carousing in the district isn't like all the time, because it'd be weird if Northie was there all the time and then after the heist he disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna make
certainly a way to get figured out.
I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure to walk the walk. I'll even go to a couple of extra places. Not a couple because that's suspicious, but like one extra place to make it look like I'm gallivanting around. What's that place called? Where's the place where we're
Oh,
heisting?
you're in Scholars District.
No. Where's oh, Scholars District? Okay.
Grim-
I'll go. Is that where this is where we're heisting, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Antonok's
Alright.
Manor is in Scholars District.
Yeah. I'll go carousing here and here.
Sure.
Can I pick up any rumors while carousing? Maybe not necessarily having to do with the case we're on, but
Oh yeah, go for it. Give me another persuade. Let's see if you
Sure.
dredge up some other interesting business.
15.
15. All right, roll me a d30. 18.
Nice.
All right, High Lamp.
High lamp.
You have heard that a portion of High Lamp District was completely covered in snow. There has been no snowfall this season yet, but just a huge portion of High Lamp District was completely covered in snow.
Wild.
Wizard.
Wizard shit.
3rd level spell.
Interesting.
Probably better guess is
Fun.
Fey shit, because it's the Shrine of Tam and Spy of the Sheephawk.
Druid shit.
Yeah.
Druid nonsense came to town. Well, I'll let other people know that just as a point of fact.
Yeah, like, oh, interesting thing I
Druid.
learned. Like, that
Yeah,
is
fair enough.
cool.
Druid nonsense, you say?
Yes, druid nonsense.
Hmm.
If you want to go and take a little walkabout around there, I'm sure that I wouldn't be adverse to the idea.
I think I could manage something along those lines, yeah.
Rangers interested in druid nonsense. I don't want to send a ranger to his death alone.
Rangers are way better
Let's
druid
see.
now.
It's not wrong. Well, they reverted a lot of the.
Yeah, I know,
Druid.
really. Yeah.
I do like in 6e if you have weapon specialization, the Vex specialization for a weapon. It makes it a
Yeah.
lot easier to poke people with a rapier.
Yep, Vex is dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my information. We had a week, right?
Well, week is a good guess.
Okay.
Like, you don't want to go over a week because it's poor OPSEC to be like investigating the
Yeah.
same place and not doing anything for a solid week, but you could if you wanted to. The test just
No,
gets
no,
slightly harder.
I was just wondering. Like, it's a few days, so we've already covered that. So, at least on my end, I've done my stuff. I'm good.
Could I make a stealth test to see about like how guard rotations work around the manor?
That's already been for the most part figured out. There
Wait.
are
Oh,
there is
okay.
a half selection of city guards. Like 3 of them tend to work around outside, and they've got a rotation on the inside, and they've got like periodically leaving their guest house, like thug guards.
I guess though, when is the like changing of the guard?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
more
know.
what I meant is like the actual like how often do they change?
Yeah, like
I think.
swap
Well,
out.
I think
Oh.
didn't
They
that
prob-
get
they
rangered
do.
already?
Oh
Yeah.
wait, he did say they stay there in the guest house though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basically they do a work day out there. It's not like any super like a military thing. It's just like the city guards like, oh, looks like I'm working in Scholars District tonight, and then they're there all night.
One of the reasons
Okay.
we were waiting for you to come back, Amxal, is because you could case a joint for an easier ingress. We've got our egress pretty well figured out, I think.
Well, we now might have
But
our ingress.
getting
Yep, you have horses as an ingress, I suppose.
well,
I was
that's
more talking about
one idea.
music.
cigars.
Cigars, yeah. That's 3 different
Yeah.
ways to get in. You could also just actually rogue your way in. Like you can
Yeah.
climb the wall and go across the stable roof.
Well, because remember, I don't think we're going to get everyone in the same way.
You
That
could.
seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty
Wait.
bad way to get everybody in it the same way.
It's just like some of us
Wait,
don't have enough of what.
Savin, did you just say a bad idea to get everyone in the same
No,
way?
the opposite of that. To go in
Yeah.
Yeah,
separately.
spreading out
That's what
seems
I
really
thought.
dangerous.
Oh, spreading out. Okay.
I wasn't talking about spreading out. I was just talking about some of us might not be able to get in the same way.
I think all of you have the basic human
Yeah.
capacity to climb a wall and climb a roof.
Yeah.
So I won't lay that one out for you, but at worst there is always just classic breaking and entering.
I just don't know I don't know how to get more information really. I don't know what to do.
That's
trying-
fine. All right.
I'm trying to
yeah.
think of something else to carouse, but I think we're mostly covered, at least until we like get in there and find out something that we easily could have asked about.
Yeah, my only remaining thought is trying to actually talk to the butler himself, but
But that seems like it'll set off
Seduce
a
the
red
butler.
flag.
Got it.
I think that would be a bad
You could-
idea in the extreme.
I
You
guess
could try.
like
You could try to speak to the butler, and I say like he does go out occasionally to
Could-
get groceries. You could get in a conversation with him.
Or
could
pickpocket
I
him.
attempt to like
Actually, wait.
bribing a guard is on there. Could I attempt to like bribe one of like say if any of the staff like go out on the taverns, could I attempt to like buy them rounds of drinks until they like and ask them vaguely leading questions about work until they slip up?
Sure. Yeah, you can give that a go. Let's see who's most likely to spill. Probably one of the people that he just pays, the thugs, would be more likely
Sure,
to take
yeah.
a bribe in the first place. I'll let you give that a go.
Sure, I will do that.
Oh, I know what to do after guards thing. I know what to do.
Okay.
Same.
Every single one of you bribes a different guard, and it gets real weird when everyone
No,
comes
no,
back
no,
rich.
no. I don't.
They're
No,
like,
no.
you
I'm not
weren't
planning
looking,
to.
were you? No.
No, no. I'm not planning to bribe a
I
guard.
know,
I
I'm
have a
teasing.
different idea.
That's fine. I'm teasing. Yeah, give me that persuade or intimidate. Put a bit of cash in to bribe a lad. Ooh, nice. All right. He'll take your money and answer 2 of your questions before he gets cold feet and leaves. Ask away.
Or until he passes out.
Oh god, I didn't think that far ahead.
I just know I wanted to do it. I don't know what I was gonna
I
ask.
didn't know what I wanted to get out of this. I just wanted to do it.
That seems in keeping.
I'll ask. Let's go with. I guess did anybody else have any ideas? Would anybody
Oh
have
yeah,
like
I got a
prepped?
question for him. All right, tell
Oh,
him
yeah,
you've
if
heard that
anybody
that
would have prepped
house is
Feargus.
haunted, and ask if there's like a spoopy basement down there or something full of ghosts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do the
No,
like.
there's no basement there. Kitchen's on the ground floor, and so's the cellar.
Huh. I wonder where the ghost stories would have come from then.
Fucking, I don't know, man. Must have been.
I guess it's old.
Yeah, there are old grown in buildings everywhere, but I don't think Master Antonok's place is particularly haunted.
Oh.
I know,
I'll
we've
be.
been in blood there for a while.
That's fair.
And your second question.
In that case. Shit. What kind of...
What do you want to know about the place? It's something he might know. I'm sure there's plenty of things that you don't know yet.
Yeah.
And would be eased by knowing.
Is there like out of character, like do we know what are the like big families famous for specific things, and if so, like what are the Masons
They're famous for being rich.
Okay, that's fair. I guess I'll ask if he like if Mr. Mason has a like specific trophy room, I guess. Like where he keeps all his
trophy room.
trophies.
You're not a cop, are you? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
I legally have to tell you if I'm a cop.
Oh, God. All right, then. I mean, no, his own room is pretty much locked up tight, but he keeps all of his rare shit on the first floor. Or to the Americans, the second floor.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yes. Don't worry, I got you.
Why would you
Fair
British
enough.
even call the second floor the first floor or whatever?
Because
the first floor is the ground floor.
Because the ground floor is the ground floor.
Yeah.
Fucking
Over here
weirdos.
it's first, second, third.
I know.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to Amxal, not you.
Yeah, we just call it the ground floor because it's on the ground. Indeed, it's on a lot of elevators, even in America. It says G, and then it says 1, 2, 3. Is that not?
No.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
Well,
No.
usually
it's
G
L,
is the basement.
It's L1, 2.
L
G
for
is
lobby.
G is garage. The garage.
Garage! I'm worried about their
Garage.
garage. But yes.
Depending on how old the building is, there's no 13th floor. Like most buildings in San Francisco don't have a 13th floor.
Well, because 13's curse and everything like that.
Yep.
Yeah. But yes, according to this guy, Antonok's bedroom has the alarm spell probably on it, and he doesn't keep any of his rare shit in his bedroom. The plaque probably is not there.
No, he just keeps
Sounds
a
like a sweet
giant
gig.
oil painting of himself in the nude looking down at him in his room.
Riding a bear.
Riding a bear.
All right, so am I good to go?
Yep.
All right, so first up, I would like to head to the library in the Scholars District to do an investigation and try and get some depth of knowledge of history of Hollowshire, so I can have advantage on like a later thing.
Sure. What in particular do you want to know about Hollowshire?
Well, these plaques have to do with the founding of Hollowshire, right?
Yeah, you could try and learn something about the founding.
Yeah, so I'd like to do an investigation on the founding of Hollowshire first off.
Okay. Okay.
Is 12 enough, or should I
It's
use
12 is enough to
inspiration?
give you some information.
Okay.
It doesn't give you a lot, but like this library is really nice. Like it's got a lot of that co-ed students going through college and university kind of feel to it. Like there are a lot of young people around here. It's a pretty social library, but it is still enormous and full of useful lore. And the origins of Hollowshire are buried in the fact that the three major families used to be adventurers, and they traveled with an ancient wizard. It's not said which of the three members of that family were the wizard, or even if the wizard was part of the three noble families, just that there was an adventuring band, and that's how Hollowshire came about. As you
Okay.
might expect, the big metropolis was built on adventure and money.
That makes sense.
But that is
Okay.
what you know of the founding. It's not much information, but you know that there was an arc wizard involved at some point, and that they were very successful adventurers.
All right. So following that, my discovery of this little bit of information, and probably that is just like a summary of like probably what I do actually get. I'd like to try and talk with the butler, see if he can tell me anything more, considering the family that he serves was involved in the founding of it. See if they have like any relics or anything like that.
Give me a persuade. The DC is very high. The butler is pretty much a confidant.
Okay. Let's see here. 21?
That is a success. Antonok is very proud of the fact that his family is part of the founding families. He operates quite far away from the Unicorns district, but he is thought of as the de facto richest man in the Scholars district. If there were ancient legacies, he's got all sorts of old things, including a nice big plaque from the first founding. It was a gift from his father when he decided he wanted to start his stabling business.
Sounds intriguing. Is there anything innately special about the plate, or is it just simply an artifact from the time?
Wondering if it's some kind of magical thing? No, Lord Antonok has magical goods and things to his name. He's hardly a peasant, but the plaque is just a relic of the founding age. A good luck talisman.
Huh? Does it say anything to such a thing? Sayings of good luck or anything like that?
He purses his lips. I don't know of a saying, no. I confess I'm more concerned with Lord Antonok's day as opposed to, I don't know, mysteries of the Mason family. I just know that it was a gift from his father.
I see. No, it's probably
Anyway.
best not to ask. Probably wouldn't
Oh,
want to just
no.
meet with anyone anyway.
Oh, yes, no, the Lord Antonok is very busy. Apologize, but to see him requires a quite long waiting list. I can put you on it, though, if you would like. He'll be able to see you, perhaps, before the next month.
No, that's fine. I'll just search more in the library about it. Just interested in the founding, after all.
Of course, and have a good day.
You as well. And she'll walk off.
Sure, yeah, and he will continue to walk into the Antonok Manor with his groceries.
Before he gets in there, let me just quickly do my
Yeah.
thing. I was going to pickpocket him, and since he has, the door open and everything, this is an ideal time to just kind of brush past and grab the keys since he's already used them.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand.
All right. Sleight of hand.
And
DC is
Ooh.
80.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
crit.
Oh.
All right.
Give me your shit, bitch.
You are able to pilfer his keys.
He's not even gonna notice it for 2 days.
Well, no, he's not going to notice it today, but the moment that he tries to lock a door or unlock a door,
Yeah.
then you are on a timer. So I'm going to move you all onto the planning phase
Yeah,
now.
this figure.
Yeah,
have
that seems like a
officially-
good position to get into planning.
That's why I wanted
Yeah,
this to be the
you-
last thing we did.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So you are going to be acting tonight. You can do the following actions. Well, and any others that might come to mind. Each of you gets an action in the planning phase. You can case, you can carouse, you can bribe. You could do all the things you've done before, but with the intention of breaking in literally today.
I will carouse.
I will case the place.
I
Okay.
would like to case the place. Given we have
Boo.
keys now, it seems like we should try and get an idea of the layout and whatnot.
You guys know the layout. You missed that at the beginning of this.
Well, we actually have like the blueprint layout thing or something.
Well, you have the doodle print layout. Drag you over to here.
Yeah.
There is the stables in the top right, up against the surrounding wall of the domain. There is a great big guest house, which is up against the border of the gigantic dividing walls of this area. And then there is Antonox Manor to the south of that. There are 2 points of entrance into the manor. There are exits in the manor and in the stables.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, since we have the keys now, we can actually try and stealthily
They
case
are the front door keys.
Okay, but he only has the butler only has the
Yeah.
front door keys.
Well, he's not going to take the house keys out with
Yeah,
him.
he's
Why would he
not
do that?
Bringing everything.
Fucking, I don't know, because usually butlers just have like a big old ring of keys.
Well, no, especially you've just proved why he doesn't have a great big ring of keys on him.
I think
I guess I'll carouse.
Feargus ought to just try and intimidate one or both of the front gate guards to fuck off for the night.
Give
I
that a
could
go.
try to do that. I can attempt to.
No, they're gonna do their job.
That was me. That
Oh,
was
no, that was yours. Okay,
that
what
was,
were you
that was a
trying?
carouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Team carouse is
You
not.
get you. All right, Team Corrals gets one question each, and you might not get a particularly good answer.
Guard hasn't rolled yet, I don't think.
Yeah, God hasn't done his yet.
So I will use a rage, so this is 2 higher than whatever it is.
Oh,
Spooky. Yeah, they'll fuck off and scamper
23.
tonight. Yeah. You should be able to walk in through the front door. Okay. Savin, what was your casing for? What do you want to know?
all right. For tonight, who's actually in the fucking building at the moment? Like once these
Okay.
nerds fuck off, who's left?
So, inside Antonok Manor, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guards on the ground level. There is 1 indoor guard in Antonok's place, Antonok himself, his maids, and his butler. And in the guest house, there appear to be 2 mercenaries to the ground floor, 1 in the stables, and another couple upstairs.
Oh, so question. Of the guards inside, how many of them are like city guards and how many of them are like thugs that he's paid?
Antonok's Manor is all city guards, the guest house is all the thugs.
So, okay, so second question. If a big enough incident were to be happening outside, would the guards need to leave the manor? Or would they be like
Let's put it
Like
this
a-
way. There's probably some
decent enough
booklet
away.
that
That sounds
says...
dangerous.
Yeah, I was going to say, that let's put it this way. There's probably some booklet that says they should head towards an alarm. There's also a lot of common sense that says they're just not going to fucking do that. That sounds dangerous, and they've got a very easy, cushy job here tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured I should
Like,
ask
they
that.
probably should go to an alarm and help out the city, but they're not gonna because they don't wanna.
Fuck,
They'd
man.
rather stay in this dude's nice mansion.
That'd be too easy.
It would be too easy, but also, yeah. I mean, as far as common sense is concerned, you could they're not getting paid enough to throw themselves into danger.
Oh man. I was
It's
hoping
unfortunately not a
it might
video
be
game
like
with bad AI.
I was hoping that like thief trope would be something I could do there, like the star distraction somewhere else to lessen the area and one that you're actually trying to steal from.
Potentially something that could be done at other points, but for like their fistful of city guards you've got here, no, it's unlikely they're going to leave their post if it's something that is causing such a big like scrumptious.
Okay.
They will be like, I'm sure someone else will handle it. It's like a car alarm going off outside. You're not going to get up and call the police. You're going to be like, I'm sure it's nothing.
Okay.
Let's see here. 2 minutes work. All right, one question each from the corrals, bros.
I have no idea what I'm asking.
Why do you do these rolls without actually having a question cast you?
Sorry.
You're definitely not the only one.
Did Amxal find out where the
I now
fucking
know to
plaque
think
is?
ahead.
Yes.
Where is it?
Wait, where? Or she found out that it wasn't in his room.
Yeah, where the fuck is it?
It's stored.
Can we
with the rest-
basically
it's
extrapolate that
stored, it's stored with the
Okay.
rest of. It is stored with the rest of his stuff on just the first floor / second floor, where he has a display for all of his fancy things. Presumably, it's also where his musical instruments and cigars are.
Yeah, so like his like
has a
no, not
showroom.
welcoming. Yeah, like his showroom. Not I was gonna say welcoming room, but I realized that wouldn't be the thing.
No,
It's a
no,
showroom,
no.
like his trophy room.
No.
Yeah.
And it's on the first floor.
Yeah, or second to you
Yes.
guys.
Second floor.
I'm
It is
working off
one
like
floor
your
up from the
description of like
ground floor.
first
Yeah, yeah.
floor, so I know it's one up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one up his first floor.
Okay. Can I do? Oh, I guess we can already see it like there's windows, so that wouldn't be a good idea to do for
You know
casing.
there are windows, yes. Quite a lot. Very lovely windows, all made of solid glass.
I can get more. Wonder if I can get more of a closer approximation of how many thugs there are.
I've given you
No, less
basically
than
the
7?
exact
Yeah.
number now after that successful
Yeah.
Yeah.
job that Savin just did.
Okay. Okay.
Oh. Could I do one of the casings to see if there's windows up there that are already unlocked?
Yeah, you could case for unlocked points of egress. Give me a
Sure. What would you like for that?
investigation, stealth, thieves' tools.
Oh, any of the three. I thought like
Yeah.
those are like the three you have for it, but
Those
like, you pick
are 3 examples. You could, if you have another idea, go for it.
Egress is for
let's
leaving.
see
Ingress
here.
is for getting in.
Ingress, sorry, yes.
Let's see here. Which one of those is my best one? My investigation. Stealth is pretty good. Thieves' tools is pretty good. We'll try stealth. Stealth seems like the best idea.
Sure.
I'm going to use my inspiration to. Oh wait, right. This isn't 60.
Yeah, you just roll.
Sorry, then I used my inspiration there. I forgot. Like, isn't 6? Wait, no, it is 60.
Yeah,
It
We are
is
60.
60. Yes, you are
Yeah,
fine.
so
You
yeah.
can roll afterwards.
Sorry.
Yeah.
17. There we go. That's better.
Okay, with a 17, yes. You can climb some walls and check all of the windows. Probably takes you about 30 minutes to do the circuit of like outside street-facing windows. No, they appear to be locked. There are a number of them that have like set latches on them, but someone has very definitively made sure to lock them all. Possibly because one of the things missing is a key.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's unfortunate that none of them are unlocked, but that is good knowledge to have.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't appear magic, but they are locked.
Okay. And it's probably really hard to unlock them from the outside. They're like only inside locks, aren't they?
Yeah, you can do an unlocking from the outside, but it is difficult. It might give you away.
That's good to know. Good to know. Well, that's my action, so I guess somebody else's turn.
Sure. Stray, do you have a question? You did a carouse, you get one question to ask me.
Of course, I have a question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Depends on the density of the wood, frankly, more than the actual amount. Really, no one judges how much the woodchuck can chuck based on volume. It's real
Incorrect. A
bullshit.
woodchuck could chuck a whole bowl full if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
They don't say how heavy the bowl is. It's wrong. Wrong.
Bastard. A woodchuck could chuck all the wood he could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
All right. No, my question is, how many of the guards are like out drinking tonight?
None. They're in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just
Hmm.
gonna carouse with the locals. If I can't ask any questions about the manor, frankly, I'll just look for local rumors. That's it.
Okay. Local
Uh,
rumor. Sure.
That sounds like a good plan for mine too. Local rumor.
It looks like crime has been on the down in this area. It might be thanks to the fact that there were a number of particularly strong, thuggish-looking individuals going around breaking people's knuckles.
Oh my.
Huh.
I suppose my second question can it be what they look like?
What second question?
No, not like a second. I'm assuming that if I
Yeah, you
asked
can follow
if
like what they look
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yeah, you can have a pretty good idea that it's they pass the description of thugs that your companions have seen
Oh, okay, good.
in this place.
All right,
So
cool.
yeah, it looks like Antonok's trying to keep scholars clean of people by sending in the old breakers.
Got it. All right, that's me.
Cool. All right. Is that everybody?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay then.
Yeah.
It is time to make your entry. Are you using the front door then?
Might as well.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna be wearing the same
This
disguise
door
from
is
before.
open. There you go. Okay. It is quiet to the south of this little garden area that you can see that there are a couple of guards patrolling, but no one is hanging around the stables or guest house. From inside, you can hear piano music. From the guest house over here, someone is playing.
So that's the guest house, and this way is the actual manor, right?
Yeah, that way is
Yep,
down to the manor.
it's down.
So the manor is down south.
Good. They're
You could make
distracted.
a cut straight there. But yeah,
Uh,
there appears to be
Feargus-
music being played in the guest room.
Fergus will describe that front room's general layout for people.
Yeah, sure.
Like-
It looks like a pretty homely looking lobby entrance. There's a staircase that leads up at the back corner of the place. The music room is to the northeast corner of the guest room. You could also ascend the wall and climb up onto the balcony if you were quick.
Ooh.
Although that poses an odd of being seen, the balcony is open, and it looks like there is an open door up there as well,
Right. Before we get
letting in the cool night air.
moving out this way into the open, Amiré's gonna sneak in here and try and pick or just open up the lock in here so that we can escape this
Sure.
way if need be. So we'll creep
Okay,
along
give me a stealth.
stealthily. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's a man in there.
Yeah.
It's a city guard.
Look at this fetching individual. No, they appear to be one of the
Hell
nameless
yeah.
thugs.
All right, so and the thugs you said were probably a little too tough to just be slept.
Yeah, they've definitely got like actual encounter hit points on them. This one has a symbol of Hagen covered in soot hanging from their belt. It also smells of horses. Their stable is through that side door right there.
Yeah, I figured. Oh,
Needless to say, I'm gonna wear the Dread Pirate Roberts mask.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're terribly comfortable. In the future, I think everyone will be wearing them.
I don't think I can just walk like feet past them in there. They have a line of sight just all over here.
Yeah. Right now he's just sort of sat there, perched up, playing, or not really playing. I guess yeah, he's playing solitaire or whatever the equivalent of solitaire is, a solo card game.
Well, which way is he facing then? Like into the table here?
Yeah, he's facing into the table.
And there's another door here, so I guess I could go like meow.
Yes, you can actually sneak behind him that way if you make it past the doorway. With an 18, yeah, you probably can.
Yeah. Read.
All right, over here you can see that there's storage and firewood.
Firewood, you say?
An absolute shitload of it, yeah.
Inner pyromaniac.
All of these here is a stock of firewood, and all the way over here as well, stock of firewood.
Just gonna Just gonna slip on
Don't
by.
don't pull an
So-
Aska. Don't do a pyromaniac.
Oh god. Hi, Flapjacks.
Alright.
Oh, 1 second while I check Flapjack's sensors. Flapjacks. No, your passive is garbage. That's fine. You're right. You're right. Flapjacks doesn't notice you.
All right, just gonna creep on by here. What's the lock situation?
There is a bar over the door and then a large internal tumbler. You can see the keys for the doors resting on the rack up here.
I will just take those for now. I won't fuck with the lock itself. While I'm in here and have a look at Flapjacks, what the fuck is that?
Flapjacks is a pitch black stallion with a beautiful fiery mane. Not quite as literal as the image you see there, but with a sort of rich, like, burning campfire orange that you can see why a lot of people are like, Flapjacks is probably half magical beast. Like, if there wasn't a nightmare involved in this, then come the fuck on.
Part nightmare,
Okay.
just part nightmare.
Just part nightmare.
Part nightmare. Okay. And what are the other
it's
two?
not a fully fledged nightmare.
What are the other two
The other
horses?
the other two appear to be just very healthy, like proper riding stallions. They have good pedigree about them. They aren't freaks like Flapjacks, but they are very fast-looking horses. You can see that they are muscular, they are lean, they have very clean, glossy coats.
All right.
They are currently snoozing.
Is Flapjack also doing him a snooze?
Flapjacks has never known sleep. No, yeah, Flapjacks is doing himself a snooze as well.
Okay. Cool. Well, if I need to cause a distraction, I now know I can just open this door and, open the stables here and send them running. That'll probably occupy
Yeah.
the
That'll
Lord
cause
and
a
his
big
boys for a
distraction, yeah.
while.
Yeah,
Just
that
a
would
little
be a
while.
very... Yeah, that would
Just,
definitely distract him for a bit.
Just slip on back through.
Yeah, make the circuit. And let's see here. That probably took you only like 5 minutes. You detect a movement in the upstairs of the guest room as someone walks past the balcony.
When Amy detects moon, she'll halt in the shadows and get real small until it passes.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be looking your way. You just detect just the shadow of movement across a lit balcony doorway.
I see no reason to fuck with the guest room. We should make our way to the manor.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to fuck with the guest room.
You were told actually that the key
The
to
keys are in there.
the key to
if
this
we-
dude's manor is in that guest room.
Yeah, but
Don't we have the key to the front door?
Yeah, you had the key to the
No,
front door.
yeah,
You've
the
walked
front
in
door
through it.
of the compound.
Oh, the compound.
Yeah.
I feel like
okay, so we do
the
need...
rogues can probably dispatch a lock. That's kind of what
Yeah.
we're here for.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
So-
what I do.
So, now that I'm right back. Hang on. For like the person with the least amount of stealth should be propped up, ready to throw open our escape route.
Yeah, there's a
Well, the
guy in
sneakiest
there,
people go.
unfortunately, that you'd have to sneak
Yeah.
by.
So who's
Yeah,
the
well,
person
we're gonna
who's-
have to deal with that person on the way out,
Yeah, on
anyways.
the way out, but
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: if we don't get
I
rumbled
mean-
at all, we can just go out the way we came in.
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
just
you can
walk-
actually just leave.
Oh, that's true.
We don't
All right.
have to fuck with that. We
Um,
just have the option to steal some horses and commit a capital offense if we want to.
Yeah,
All
I'd
right,
rather
well,
not.
I have
we
a-
could add Grand Theft Auto to our
Mhm.
cover story.
So
Would it be Grand
the
Theft Auto or would it be Grand Theft Bestiary?
okay, so
Grand Theft Bestial sounds like a
you-
different kind.
yes, also
Great,
with
carry on.
with that's a stupid idea. You know how noticeable that horse is. Second of all, I have a climb speed. So given that we know the things on the second floor, I can climb up and then we can start quietly hoisting people onto the roof.
Oh, that's right. I have a climb speed too. I
We-
almost forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, two of us have climb speeds. I have it from a background. You have it from being a thief.
I have it from being an athlete.
Oh, I have it from athlete too. All right.
We
Yeah, I'm not a thief. Remember, I'm
It's a fighter.
fighter.
Oh,
A fighter that's basically spec'd into being a rogue.
okay. Well,
So,
we would need a way in from the roof, though.
yeah, but we know that there's a couple of windows unlocked.
We know that there's windows
No,
that are
there's-
solid glass.
The
Oh, you
windows are
didn't
not unlocked.
Oh, okay.
They
For
are
some,
all long.
I must have misheard.
Unfortunately, I'm far
Uh,
too cheap to have afforded like some glass workers' tools to just cut them.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can still get through that way.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
I mean, do you think we have 10 minutes with nobody walking around the outside of the building?
Nope.
Likely not. No.
Give me an intelligence test. It would be tight. It's possible, but real tight. You don't know by how much it would be tight. If anything, since these guards are so unofficial, someone might just like fucking feel like it. You
Yep.
can't figure out a good route.
Yeah.
let's just
Exactly the
go
Thieves
for
2
4.
plan where
Are
they don't have pathing, they just randomize them.
How?
Well,
You can
where are we
sneak
at?
over to the
Very top.
noble's side, top
Yeah.
here. If you go south, you can make it to the noble's home. There is an external staircase that goes up onto a balcony.
Peer around, I see a
Ooh.
man.
And there are a bunch of guards. Yeah.
Can I
A
like
balcony means
move one more square just to peek around?
or
Yeah. You can move around just to show off what a peak is.
All right.
Peeking.
Let me look at the.
This is the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a staircase as well. It looks like to an external balcony.
balcony means is it an external balcony to a door though? Some
Wait.
balconies are just a window.
there-
Impossible to say from there. You'd
are
have to go
there-
up to see.
Are there windows on this side of the house that we're at now?
Yeah.
How
There's a window like right here. There's another one that's right here, and another one that's right here. Like they cover the walls.
Okay.
I could mantle onto the roof and get a better look.
Yeah. Would you like me to move you to the roof? Here, let me show
Yes,
you as well,
please.
because guess the multiple levels of this are very, very neat.
Oh, sweet.
People have a tendency not to look up.
Okay, you guys can see like around the corner here. It's there is a staircase that leads up, and yeah, there is maybe a balcony door right there.
Oh, well, that's kind of perfect since that should be the floor that the thing is on, right?
Yeah. The
Yep.
only problem is
should be
there's
the
a
floor they're
guard
on.
like over here-ish.
Yes, there are
Yeah.
guards there.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
fine.
isn't that neat? I like that. This map is real cool.
It
This
is real
All right,
cool.
so let's plan on going up there, but we will need to dispatch the guards. So who thinks? Let's see. Northie, you're the other rogue. Can you grab this dude? Just like sneak up and
I can't.
rush him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Hang on. I just I couldn't see from what Savin was talking about.
So there's
Okay.
a guy
That's
here.
fine.
There's 2 guys here. I can take out those 2 guys with a sleep spell, presumably. At least one of them.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Yeah, I mean, they have like 11 hit points. It should be fine if I don't roll complete butts. And if not, then yeah, like I think the best thing to do would be to splinter cell and just have like somebody go up to the 2 closest guards, and I'll just sleep the back one and maybe get this guy too. Because there's
Okay.
plenty of foliage cover here for someone to sneak up on, and
Bless you, my child.
Thank you. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could
And
go
here as
if you
well.
want. You can go up to the guest house side of the map to approach from this side instead.
yeah,
Yeah,
Send
that
like
seems like a
one
better
person
idea.
around here, and then
Let me swoosh you up. Yeah, you can sneak over to that far corner and make the approach from the other side instead of
So-
where you are currently.
who's stealthiest
I
other
should
than?
probably. I should
I
probably
have-
be that one.
I have a
+7.
6 okay, I have a 6.
Okay, yeah. Let's send
So,
you
go ahead.
around, and then Northie will take the closer guy, and I'll take the far guy with a sleep spell.
Sure. What does sleep have a verbal component?
Yes. So
Does
it
it?
will need to be
Okay,
like
so
at
if
the
you're
same time that they're taking out the other 2 guys.
Yep, I'm gonna make a test so that you guys can time it, and also if you fuck it up, then you almost certainly make enough noise spellcasting that the other 2 will notice.
Yeah.
I want to drop on him like
Okay.
Batman and Batman Begins. Not Batman Begins. Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yep. All right. Red, Northie, gimme stealth
Batman.
tests.
Okay, stealth test.
please. My dice, please.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay, 15's okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, Stray, if you'd like to move to the far back corner of this map, I will
I'm
move you
still
down.
on the other map.
We're still on the other map with the like guest house.
Yeah.
No, it's
Move
Red
your
who's
character
going
down to the
like
bottom.
way around.
Oh,
Oh, Red's going
Yeah,
to the. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red down to the back here. Sorry.
yep. Let me just move my way across. I have to move a little bit harder.
Yep. You do go
Right.
past an open doorway.
Does anyone?
No one seems to notice you.
Yeah.
Okay. We swoosh back over.
Suspicious.
Grab a red and slide her in under the tree here.
Alright.
Northie.
Think he'll probably want to like go up the stairs and then jump on
Yeah,
this
it's
dude.
possible you could. Yeah, you could mantle from the stairs and jump him.
Yeah.
Especially with that 24, they won't notice.
I'm Batman.
And yeah, Amiré just leans around the corner to
Alright.
pop that last dude.
So, where can I move?
You can drop down like on him and make the
Okay.
attack as part of death from aboving.
Nice.
Okay. All of you give me an int to test, or all of you give me a dex test, I suppose. Either is fine. You've got to time this perfectly, after all.
A saver test.
Test.
Okay. Dexterity test.
Check. Just an ability
Mhm.
check.
Yeah, this is fine.
Oh.
All right, you get it. Don't know why.
Don't know why
Hess
Ross
was
is doing
rolling,
it.
but Ross executes a man.
He just
Unfortunately,
wanted to
that
get
man is
involved.
Feargus.
Shoots a man dead. Clank. Yeah. All right. The three of you can do it. Roll me that sleep. It's possible you.
It
fuck up
is.
the
It
roll
is indeed
completely.
very possible that I just beans this unbelievably. No, I fucking take out two
Oh,
of them.
no.
Damn.
All right.
You
Yeah.
didn't even need to.
They both fall asleep.
Oh.
Good. Like, yeah, Red, you're still mid-swing, and the guy, you're like, for a moment, your heart leaps up into your throat as you swing, and it looks like the guy, like, sort of, like, ducks to dodge your swing at the last second, until he just plants himself face first into the ground and starts snoring.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I more thought I was going to have to end up killing him. Like he's going to fall in my blade as he's going down. That's more the worries. You
Yeah.
do a murder out here. It gets people involved. Somebody falls
Yeah.
asleep. It's a
Yeah,
thief, and
you
it's
kill,
still
kill,
an
kill, if you kill a
investigation, but-
cop, they're not very happy about that. Oh yeah, also there is a toy that you can own as well if you would like to add it to your sheet. It's called the Cat Burglar's Dangler.
Oh, what is this?
Costs you
sick.
20 copper.
I kind of don't want to use it because it's a club, and I don't have a good strength for clubs.
That's fair. But yeah, you only use it on unaware targets, so you have all of those bonuses in mind, and it does a lot of non-lethal knockout damage.
Yeah, no, I mean I get it. I don't have the right
That's fine.
layout
Yeah.
for it.
You're welcome to add it, however. You ever think you just can muscle it, and you desperately think like, I'm not going to be able to knock them out in a swing unless I hit with this thing that's very good at knockout swings.
Yeah, so I can just add it to my equipment. Did it actually cost anything, or
It's 20 copper if you want to add one.
fuck yeah? I guess I'll put one for 20
I was
copper.
gonna say, like, it's so cheap, it's worth just having the stock of deadly pennies. Okay. It looks like that means all of you can ascend the staircase unspotted.
Those guys are going to be out for solid minute. So we should probably
Yeah.
like give them an actual bonk on the head to make sure they stay out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can also,
Oh,
like, do the thief thing, not like double tap them and then slide them under a tree.
Yeah, exactly. Just hide the bodies out of sight.
Bonk.
Yep.
Put them nice and comfy
Oh,
under this tree in the corner where no one can see them.
Okay,
Yep.
you can make the ascent up here.
Okay.
All right.
Let me just drag my token back all the way over to that side.
Thanks for that trait.
I'm just gonna peek around, creep.
I believe they said the locks were enchanted, right?
Oh, there's just
There
an
is
entrance over here.
there is a glass screen right here, so I just took the
Oh.
doorway out so you could see into the room.
Okay, it's a glass screen, not something that can be
Yes.
opened though.
No.
Okay.
It's very much for like looking out on the city.
Okay, yeah, I will.
You can look into it if you want to. If you use your character there. There does appear.
I can see
Yeah, if you
like
wanna
a
pass
hint
that
of a
straight.
token here, but I can't quite make out who it might be.
Yeah, you'd have to get closer than that.
I don't think I want to risk it.
Yeah. Yep, fair.
10 minutes. Okay.
Pets, you're real. I
You
can
are
barely
Pets
you
in
are
understand
muted
who
for
you
water.
whatever
are.
you're talking
He's
about, man.
returned. The
Check your
legendary,
mic on your net.
the legendary return of pets in water.
Yeah.
Alright, so we
Alright.
have these two doors, and we know there's like wards on them, probably.
Yes, they are potentially
Okay.
challenging warded locks.
Is that something
Yeah.
I could defeat with an Arcana test, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Then I will give it a go.
All right, give me a go.
If you
Am I
fuck up,
better
I'm
now?
just gonna
All right,
immediately
you
get everything
can.
on it.
I
You
did the
can
opposite
with
of
the
that.
old classic trick.
Hasn't shown up for me. I believe you.
I crit.
Yeah, it's a crit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
There
so
it is.
do you own anything magical on your person?
I have no magic items now.
You do actually have one. One sec.
Well, I mean, there's that, I suppose. You're right.
Yeah, if you had a magic item, you could stuff the lock with it while you pick it, and it wouldn't set off the trap.
Yeah.
It wouldn't set off the alarm.
Since we're in the evening, Amri will just take her cloak and just pull the hem of it around and shove it into the lock while she picks it.
Alright, I will assist you.
Yeah,
for
all right.
picking
Give me a thieves' tools test with
Sure.
advantage.
Sure thing. Thieves' tools, thieves' tools. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh my god. All right, yeah. Not only do you pop the lock, but you find that there is a dropper glass on the inside of the door as well. It would have been a trap that could have been quite spooky. Not a particularly deadly one, because you don't really want to put like deadly traps inside your trophy room, but it would have definitely made a loud clatter noise.
Looks like that's disabled too then.
Yeah, and I will give you a flashbang. Enjoy.
Okay.
All right, I'll.
Oh,
Okay, now
that's
before
good.
we head in, I could. Am I better now, at least?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are audible now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can
All right.
throw a pass without trace on so we don't leave any.
Oh yeah. Fucking.
yeah.
If you got that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
give it up
Nice.
for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Oh god, yeah. As soon as we start a heist, you need to be putting that on us. That's
Yeah,
an
put it on,
hour.
like,
Yeah,
as
I
a
know.
part of the
I
heist.
meant
That's an
to
hour.
speak up before.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Yep. All right then. So yeah, everyone, give me
Hour.
a...
Oh, wow. I thought it was 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although they have to be around you still, I'm pretty sure. So if
Yeah.
they leave the 30 feet, then it doesn't work. So you do still have to be careful. You don't want to move as a whole group in every direction. Give me a second. I'm just putting a flashbang on the alchemical list.
Nice.
Okay.
10-foot radius. Flashbang. Save DC 15 con for...
I think the 30 feet is only at the start, not the duration.
No, if they leave you.
Yeah, for the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, you are still the nexus
Okay.
of pass without a trace, so you have to stay close.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, application drone. 8. Save changes. There you go. The flashbang. That damage only happens to creatures that have blind sight and rely on hearing. Otherwise, it's just a save versus blinding and deafened.
Cool.
Nice.
But hey, if you find a bat monster, you can fuck its whole day up.
Yeah.
All right, we get to open the door here.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see that there is a corridor before you.
Amri will just make a motion like, "Don't go that way."
Yeah, there is the classic,
Yep.
like, because the floor becomes marble to the south over here, there is a moment where someone goes clump, clomp, clump, walks right by,
Quickly
Clump.
dart back out
clump,
till
clump,
they're gone.
clump, clump, clump.
Uh,
And you're clear.
Peek around the corner here.
This appears to be a dining room. You can see that the walls are lined with sweet, beautiful instruments and a large selection of fancy cigars. The collection's probably worth quite a bit of money.
I swiped that
Alright.
on my way out.
Yeah.
Just, excuse me.
So, have we seen any sign of the bronze plate? Or brass or whatever. that-
No, you can see it. There are antique shields on the walls here, but this is not a trophy room so much as a dining room. They're probably somewhere else on this floor.
So, that
I think the trophy room
I
to
think
the
it's a
south.
trophy room, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the trophy
probably.
room over here.
No, this is a dancing hall.
Oh,
The
it's a
trophy
dancing
room, however, is on the other side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Just gonna scoop up them cigars real quick.
yeah. Let's
Yeah, go for it.
nick those. Those shields up on the wall. I guess none of us really
They are
use
antiques.
shields.
They are probably really heavy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with that.
Yeah, let's not swipe any of that. Let's go.
All right. 70.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
Hmm.
There's guards down there.
Yep. So yeah, there's
It's just a dude.
the shields have this plaque. Masons keep us.
Mhm.
Oh my god, they're Freemasons.
Lift us. Those are the two shields.
Weird.
And yeah, it's got their classic coat of arm. And then yeah, clip, clop, clip,
All right.
plop.
Do we want to just rush this one guy? We've only seen the one dude in there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's more about it. There's at least
Have we-
one.
Wait,
It might be
hang
best.
on before we say that. Perception test to hear if there's anyone else,
Good
like
call.
maybe
That's
a
a good point.
snoozling guard.
Pets, you're our ears.
All right. I can throw a.
Yeah.
What do your ranger ears hear? Oh my god, what do your ranger
lot.
ears hear?
You can only hear this guy's incessantly loud footprints. It would be a problem for you guys too if you weren't so good at stealth.
Yeah.
Wait, is
So,
that's-
Do we want to rush him or
Um,
throw a sleep?
we might. It
Actually-
might actually be better just to try and sneak by him because he has loud footsteps. So
I don't.
other people in the house might notice if they go like no footsteps.
That's true, and also he'd probably make a loud noise if he
Hmm.
fell.
He
Yeah.
would. He's wearing a chain shirt, shield, and spear. He would be a very loud crumple.
All right, let's try and just
Uh,
slip by
we
him.
just, like-
Like as soon as he starts going
would be
this
easy
way
enough to
again,
let
we'll
him
just
tell.
like whoop,
Yeah, you can time
swoosh
Yeah,
him.
we just like a stealth check for that then. For,
Yeah,
like,
all of you
getting
give me a
past him?
stealth.
All right.
All right.
Plus
Oh,
10.
this is.
Yep.
Yep, this is with plus 10.
Whoa! Oh, I am the knight.
You pass. I was about to say,
25.
you pass so well, you can undo someone's fucking failure. And Amiri, just guess what? You just got saved by
Captain Crunch.
Lieutenant Victor Crunch.
Lieutenant
He sticks
Crunch.
a foot underneath yours as you step down, and it just sort of, stifles it. And you can see that you were about to step on a china cup that must have ended up here somehow.
She'll just breathe.
Why are you in heavy armor?
What heavy armor do you have?
Why? You're a range.
Shame.
Aren't you a ranger?
Why are you in heavy armor?
I can take that off. Yeah.
Wait, aren't
Uh,
you a ranger?
Because I have.
Did you take heavily armor?
I am a. I'm a medium armor.
Then why do you have the heavy
I
Oh
have,
no,
armor?
like-
why? Yeah,
I think you might have drag and dropped the wrong one.
Oh, that's. No, it's the it's an armor that poses disadvantage, which I should really not have right now.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
you
Do
should.
not wear heavy armor or like disadvantage armor
no,
when we're
it's-
doing
Yeah,
stealthy
it's-
heist.
I'm pretty sure Winter gets it.
All right.
Oh my
Anyway.
God.
Which one gives you?
It's,
Yeah.
Which
uh,
armor
right?
though?
What
Scale
armor
mail.
is that though? For medium armor.
Chain,
Oh,
chain,
Scale mail.
scale mail.
Yeah, chain shirt
Ah.
is the
It's
one that
definitely
does
not
not.
chain.
So
you're
Yeah,
gonna
chain
want to
shirt's the one
wear.
you're probably wearing.
You're gonna want to wear that for the third heist, where we expect to get in a scrum.
That's the fourth heist.
anyway,
I thought it was the third.
whoosh.
Either
swoosh,
or.
swoosh,
No.
swoosh.
Depends how you do. Yeah, alright, you can swoosh on by.
Huh.
Okay. I'll wait till you're all in the room before I describe it.
Oh, I'll move to the side.
Don't want to be past the doorway, so get down somewhere.
Unfortunately, Ross is distracted and doesn't follow
Okay,
you.
yep. Hang on.
And now I'll grab you. Alright. So...
Sorry, I was changing my armor.
Yeah, I figured you were. So, the trophy room appears to feature an incredibly beautiful piano. Every single key is shining pearlescent for real ivory, tinkling the ivory is classic. The black notes are, literally have little mother of pearls placed on the tips of each of them as well.
Wow.
Like
Really?
this thing is almost certainly worth an incredible fortune. Even if you just took the keys off of this thing, those would be worth a fortune, or that might take a bit of time, and would involve destroying a priceless musical piece.
Yeah.
And hey, you could do it.
Nah. We're here for one thing and one thing
Yeah,
only.
Let's not get too
No,
greedy
we-
here.
Yeah.
Should
Okay.
not be.
We
Wait,
should take some other stuff alongside it, but
Yeah, like
Okay,
from
good.
this
We're here for
closet that has
specifically
I was
nobody
gonna
in
say,
it.
one thing.
I'm too dumb for that plan,
Yep.
but we definitely shouldn't take only the thing we came here for.
Yeah, no. Definitely not only a
That'd be
thing we came here for, but we're
suspicious as
specifically.
hell.
for
You
it.
don't want to vandalize priceless
Yeah.
artifacts.
Yeah, no, we already nicked his
Yeah.
whole ass cigar collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see
what
here.
in here?
Okay. But anyway, I hadn't gotten to the
sorry.
finishing of that first room. If anything,
Oh, sorry.
there is an antique candelabra. It is covered in ancient candles that are still glowing and burning. You don't see any wax drips, so presumably the candles that are in it are also magical, or the candelabra makes the candles magical.
Be a nice grab on the way out.
That would be
It's
nice
a
grab on
heavy
the-
grab, but certainly a pretty cool one if you can manage it.
Yeah,
It's probably worth
pretty
quite a
heavy.
bit of cash. Let's see here. There is an urn. You'd have to open it to see the contents of it, but the urn is a beautiful, fine ceramic, and it has like inlaid art on it in gold. You know the whatever that fucking art is called, Japanese one where you repair the cracks with melted gold.
Oh, yeah.
Something, yeah.
I can't remember the name. Of it.
It's something.
We're not weebs enough for
Kinsuchi-
that.
Yeah. How big of an urn is it? Like, is it something like actually viable for us to like grab and take out with us, or is it like big, huge one?
It's probably
Kinsuru
like
Furoi.
okay, all right, weebs. It is about 2 foot tall urn, so it's probably pretty fucking heavy. It would take 2 of you working together to carry it, but it
Okay.
could be done, and it's probably worth a lot, let alone regardless of whatever might be inside it.
Okay, good to know.
And above it is a plaque.
Okay.
It appears to be a bronze rectangle, and it reads upon it, to the Masons, may your endeavors be great and stoic. It's old, very burnished bronze. Like, you can see this is a very dated piece.
Oh wait.
But it is right there above the urn, hanging on the wall.
Oh, that's the thing we're here for.
Yeah, it is the thing we're here for.
Yoinkles. Before I yoink it, I'm gonna check it for traps because this seems like the sort of thing that would probably be trapped.
Yeah, go for it.
22.
You don't detect any traps. The plaque does not have anything on it. It's just the plaque.
How about magic? Any magic around here other than Mr. Candelabra?
There is. Are you able to like sense magic that might be behind something?
Not really. I don't have like the proper detect magic spell out.
You know, there's more magic around, but you aren't able to get any kind of highlight on it. It's more like an inkling or an intuition that there's something else magical abounds, but you can't really tell. If it's here, it's concealed.
Okay. It doesn't feel like an alarm spell, say.
No, you don't see any evidence of an alarm spell on the plaque. An investigation would have probably still turned that up.
All right. And we will say
Okay.
let's just wait to grab that until we're done like pilfering things around here.
Yeah, that should be one of those things we grab on the way out.
Okay, in here is a storage area full of different old relics. There are also more boxes of cigars in here.
Yoinkles.
So these ones are probably less rare and more just like expensive and large in number.
Yoinkles.
Yeah.
What do you got relic wise in here?
Okay. Roll me 1d2. Flip me a coin, essentially.
Go for it.
D2. 1.
Right. There is a light crossbow resting on a dusty box.
Ooh.
A light crossbow.
Mm-hmm. A light
That's
crossbow,
unfortunate.
and it appears to have a thigh sheath with it.
Ooh.
Too bad it's not a hand crossbow.
I'll
Nope, nope.
fucking happily take a potentially magic crossbow.
Okay. You acquire a rat-a-tat-tat. This light crossbow ignores the loading property, so long as your arrows are stored in rat-a-tat-tat's comfortable 20-bolt fire holster. Once per short rest, rat-a-tat-tat can make an additional attack, as the haste action would allow it.
Wait, it ignores
Neat.
the loading thing? Oh,
Yep.
that's I might actually use that for like long range stuff. Now I think about it.
Yeah, sure. If you want to grab it, that's probably better on you than me.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't have extra attack or anything like that,
Correct.
don't you?
You get an extra attack with this anyway,
Well,
as the haste
once.
action would allow.
Yeah. once
I
per-
do. Let's see.
When you guys figure it out. So yeah, we'll loot the collection in here. Is there anything other than cigars and the crossbow?
Yeah, everyone roll me D100.
All right.
All right, D-Hundy.
58.
1D-Hundy.
An 8.
Come on, 69.
Wow.
46.
46. And 1 for the lieutenant, a 50. Okay.
Straight 30.
Box of rats.
We don't have a party loot sheet.
Nice.
I should get
No, I don't.
uh,
Oh, you know what? Using rat-a-tat-tat's actually a bad idea. Like, if anybody ever notices it.
it is a magical item, and so it is noticeable. Edit
Yeah.
players save. There you go. You have to put that out yourself. I'll give it a layout later if need be.
All right.
You're probably better off with it than I am, Amxal.
I mean, yeah, likely since it uses dexterity to attack.
Yeah, I've still got a good dexterity, but you probably got a better one.
I have a +4 in it. Yes.
Exactly, I have +2.
Okay, so yeah, let Amxal use it.
I will add to my
Of
sheet.
course, no problem.
A magical lantern called the Floodlight Lantern. This magical lantern illuminates a bright white light in a 60-foot cone. It cannot be put out apart from with the darkness spell or after it has been lit for an hour.
Nice.
Interesting.
Neat.
I don't think that's something we'll probably want to use ourselves, but it'd probably fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have dark vision.
I
Oh, well, good for you.
ironically don't.
I also
I don't
Yeah,
either.
I know.
Neither do
All
I.
of you are humans in a Warforged. I'm also invisible to other creatures that do have dark vision in the dark.
That's funny.
That is funny. I love it. So if we're up against elves,
A box of dark chocolate peppermint cream squares and a rich peppermint chocolate liqueur to match.
Ooh.
ooh,
It's just a nice trait.
I
Yeah.
don't think we're selling that one, Chief.
No. I mean, there's not even a GP cost to it, so. She knew. She knew.
For ice bolts.
Ooh. Just add those to your sheet, Amxal.
Yep.
2, 4, and the fifth is flat on the middle with a 50. Can you roll me another D-Handy?
That would be Stray.
Stray.
My full
Did
food.
you get? Oh, okay. Yeah. Roll me another D-Handy, please.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
69, 69, 69. Let's go. Come on.
No.
Ah, damn it.
Not quite.
44. a silken garter belt that holds an ivory sheath with a slender silver and gold dagger with it.
Ooh.
I'm just going to look down at. I'm just going to pick that up, look down at it, and then wordlessly hand it off to Amire.
Yes.
I
Oh,
understand.
no, thank
Fish.
you.
Is it a masterwork dagger or just a normie?
Normal, but it is silver and gold.
I mean, does that count
So
as
it
a
could
silver
still be
weapon?
enchanted. Yeah, it does.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's not masterwork, but it's also worth so much literal value, it could still
Yeah.
be enchanted. Because that's
Yeah, that
how
makes
that
sense.
works, apparently.
Well, that's a good find for you.
Yeah, you could slip that on.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it's that definitely that kind of lady's finery enough that if it were found on you and you were getting pat down, even if they could find it because it is made to be hidden in a garter belt, then you could be like, well, look, a woman doesn't want to be completely unarmed, you see. And it's so fancy and posh, they'd be like, well, of course, yes.
And it works for you because you're fancy and posh.
It's true.
Amory has the
When you aren't looking
potential to be
shred at it.
fancy and posh. Most of the time.
Yeah, when you aren't looking like an opus addict.
Yeah, when you aren't looking like an addict, you look fancy and posh.
Like right now, if Amory got caught somewhere, she'd probably, pass off pretty well.
Yeah,
Clean
you've been
yourself
makeup
up.
for the day. And yeah,
I'll
that's
have you know
basically
that-
all you find of special things. If there's any like actual gold, it's not being stored in like a relic
Yeah,
adjacent
the
safe.
trophy room.
Back there is a washroom.
Is there any fancy toiletries in here?
No, if only because this is a first floor one. There is probably a nicer one in the bedroom. This is a just like if you need to use it. It might have been used for something else, but this is being used as a washroom now.
Alright.
All right, well, sounds like we should get the plaque and
Yeah, let's...
maybe somebody tries to take the candelabra or jar or jug.
Plop.
The candelabra... If we can't put them out, like, that's
Yeah.
going to give
Let's
us
not
away
take
like
the
crazy.
Take the
candelabra.
jug instead.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
just take the jar. And the
You try
plaque.
and put out the candelabra.
I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
Right, and then, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so
where's that
who
from?
has the best strength for carrying that? It seems like the barbarian and the
Hello.
ranger.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine it's probably the
himbo's
barbarian.
jacked.
just out of...
We could take
Yeah.
Well, Scout said it'd take like
the
two
himbo,
people to
yeah, two
carry.
people. So Himbo and Feargus would be a good carry.
Yeah. Okay.
Back in a second. Gotta put away my plate.
Sure.
And yeah, as soon as this guard turns
I
around,
said
we'll
himbo.
just
I ended up with cowboy instead.
do the whole
Yeehaw.
thing again. Just slip by him. There's a...
Yeah.
It looks like the stair here goes up. Is that correct?
Yes, that goes up to the bedroom.
Mm.
Like that's the
Let's
actual living
avoid
quarters
that.
up there.
Greed says I want to go up there, but practicality says that's a bad idea.
No, that's a bad
Yeah,
idea.
it's not a good idea. All right.
I will invoke my let's see here, my deal to stop you from doing
No,
this.
I'm not going to.
I'm,
wait,
I'm
no,
just-
I
I
am
do.
dumb, but we learned
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
probably doesn't keep anything up there, so I'm not.
But his like
Keen on it.
rich dildo
His personal
collection.
belongings, like his
Yeah,
dildo
it
collection,
might
his
be
personal
good to
belongings
have, but,
and
like,
his money,
if-
but like
If we aren't going for anything specific, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we shouldn't go up there. I won't go up there. I'll hold myself to a higher degree of heisterism and do no more harm than necessary.
All right, then yeah, let's just as soon as this guy turns around, we'll just slip on out the way we came in.
yeah, sure, clips and clops
Yep.
that way.
Yeah.
You might want to wait for a second cycle just because he did it in between, but yeah, between you all, give me fresh stealth checks because you've been doing stuff for a while. You're going to need some new ones.
Sure.
That and you're carrying
You know,
heavy things, so the DC got a little bit higher.
24.
Do I
I'm
need
gonna
to?
rage.
19.
18.
Do you need two what pets?
Yeah, I think what
I
Pets
need to
needs to do
recast,
is
They
to
might have-
spend
but-
inspo.
No, you.
Yeah, does anybody have
shouldn't need to.
inspiration?
I do. I do
You
need
all
to spend
should have
you're right.
inspiration.
All
I
right,
don't
use
think
it.
you've spent your daily ones.
I've used mine already.
There we go.
22.
Okay, all right.
Do I need to re-up the thing, or are we still good?
No,
for
No,
an
it's
hour?
You're
you've,
still
been,
good.
Lasts
you've
for an
managed to
hour.
stay under an hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Lasts for
cool.
an hour. You haven't gotten discombobulated, so.
6.
like it was 5 minutes to
No.
go around and do the guards, like 10 minutes to get inside, like 20 minutes of smash and grab. You've probably still got like 10, 15 minutes left of
Yeah.
juice in the spell.
That's-
You definitely don't want to be
Well,
hanging in there
Yeah.
for too much longer.
And then again,
Yeah,
you
we
could just
can
cast it
yeah,
easily get
again,
out.
You could actually get to a safe spot
That's
and
what-
recast it.
but we don't need to right
Yeah.
now.
that's the
It's-
plan. Yeah.
We don't need to. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't need to.
I
And
have
then,
2
yeah.
spell slots for it, so that's good.
Yeah, you can all grab yours. Hold up, I'm trying to grab you all together so I
Alright.
can copy you.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, you're
Yeah,
already
we
on
should-
the other
should just be
floor.
there.
I don't need to. Yeah,
Yeah, we should just be there.
you can
Ta-da.
stalk your way down. Let me move these goobers into the bushes.
I do need to move my
Oh,
token
yeah.
back over to the rest of them, though.
Since
Yeah.
I've been reminded that we have a party loot now, do these guys have any money on them?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to Greyhawk them?
I mean, listen, they're there. This is a robbery. We want to make it look like we weren't just here for the fucking plaque.
Leave the
That's
also.
yeah, I guess.
At
50
least silver, 65 copper.
A gentleman would leave them beer money.
Yeah,
Leave
sure.
the
I'll
front door key
leave.
on one of them.
I'll leave silver in each of their pockets. So I'll just take the 10 silver.
Yeah, especially considering we're about to get them fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave the front door key on one of them.
No, we need that. We need that to. It's already
we already have
open.
it
It's
unlocked.
true. It
Wanna
hasn't been
lock it
locked
behind
Yeah,
again.
you've unlocked
Behind
it.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
can
will
leave it on
leave
there.
the. That's gonna get him killed. No,
No, just no. On the way out, the
we'll just hang it up somewhere.
No. The
Let's
most
hang it up,
flashy.
yeah.
Hang on. The most flashy thing to do is to hang it up on one of either the horns or an outstretched finger of a garden statue.
Yeah. We'll.
Yeah, if
Be
you were like
classy
a
Oh, yeah,
puppet
there-
naked
wait, there's a
man, you
horn
could put it
statue
on the
right here.
statue's dong.
I will
Yeah,
just
Here,
you can
put
hang
it
off
on
of
the
that.
put it
put
there.
it on that
The
horn.
statue of his
there.
dawn to hang it off of?
Yeah, if there was a statue with a dong hanging
Oh,
out,
yeah, that's
where you would hang
absolutely
the
right.
keys normally.
Amory's
But
way
no,
too
this
tasteful
was
for
much more
that.
tasteful.
Sure.
Yep.
Put it up on the
Alright.
horns. And yeah, we can scoosh
Okay.
on towards the stable. All right, guys, we need to make a serious decision here. Do we want to add Grand Theft Equine to our list? Because, like,
No.
these
It'd
guys are
be
real.
a
We don't have to take
No.
flapjacks. We
No,
can leave
no.
flapjacks and just take the other
They're
two.
pretty.
No.
No.
Okay.
Where
We're-
where
that's a
would we
terrible
sell
idea.
them?
Terrible
Sell.
idea.
Okay.
It is.
In that case,
If this
where
was
would
the
we
last,
keep them?
if this was the last heist on our way out, and the characters that wanted to ride off into the sunset, yeah. But the thing is, between branding and all the ways that people know whose
Okay.
horse this was, let's not add a horse thiever.
Okay. Then yeah.
It's just gonna be too.
Fergus will see.
It's gonna be too difficult to unload.
Okay.
Yeah, Fergus will see
Yeah.
Amory side-eyeing the stables, be like, "You can come back for them
No,
You're
that's a
right,
terrible
you're
idea.
right. You're right.
Terrible idea.
Much as
later."
I'd like to have a cowboy with a horse.
Look, I like horses. All right. Leave me alone.
Later.
Same.
I like horses too, but these ones are not
Yeah.
good ones to
like
get.
horses, they're my friends.
Horses.
Look at my horse. My horse
Horse
is
is
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, you guys and your crit fucking saves, a crit test as well. The crit to get in the door was required, by the way. There wasn't just an alarm spell on it, but it required a magic key to get in unless you crit. And you crit when you
Damn.
opened it. Otherwise, you'd have had to have gone through the guest room and get the key from
Yeah.
there.
Hey, well, not this
We are
time.
professionals.
Well,
Yeah.
a perfect first heist, basically.
Yeah,
But
you guys nail it.
flawless.
No one is any the wiser, and you can walk out through the front door. Now, there is a secondary phase after you've completed this, and that is not leaving signs, splitting up, getting to where you need to go nice and quickly, that kind of thing. Like, eventually this
That's
will all
what-
be discovered.
That's what Pass
That's what
Trace
It
Pass
is.
literally
Trace
leaves no
does that,
trace.
but
Yeah, it helps.
Yes,
but-
Pass Without a Trace
No
doesn't
trace.
do... Pass Without a Trace doesn't do operational
That's
security,
true.
though, does it?
Well, I mean, if no
Yeah.
one sees
That's-
us, then
No,
It does some.
No one saw you on this occasion, so you're okay. But I want you guys to keep in mind that when you leave a place, even if you aren't literally being chased, there's
Yeah.
evidence that you've acted,
Yeah.
and there might be people watching out for
Yeah.
you. On this occasion, this was the first mission. Your heat is really low, no guards to bump into, etc., etc. You can just walk. It will not always be that easy.
yeah,
We're not
Yeah.
all
Of course
gonna walk.
not, but-
Yeah, we're not
I
all gonna
feel
walk
like-
into a group. We'll walk in a group. We're just gonna split off and then meet up later.
yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get a
once
little
we
ways
get
away
there.
Hopefully,
under
we're not
the
leaving
pass
any
without
physical evidence
trace,
of ourselves behind.
and then we split
Yeah.
up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
I guess theoretically we could, like, as we're leaving, like, just one person go off at a time while Pass Without a Trace is still up.
It's with
Oh,
the
you
30
just do
feet,
the
though.
filter. Yeah.
Yeah,
It just means
filter
that at
out.
30 feet you just suddenly become valid, and then you go to a place. The next person
Yeah.
comes. Yeah, you could definitely stagger exiting the realm of Past Without a Trace over
Yeah.
the course of like 3 minutes. Yeah. Seeing as you complete it, I kind of want to show off the rest of this map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I want to see.
Let me turn off the dynamics on all these and show their shticks.
Let's see here. Oh, there's Flapjacks I see now.
The lovely flapjacks.
And
Oh, I
those
see.
guys look like troll thug guards.
Yep. You
Or
got
more
a
orcs, probably.
big
Orc,
orc boy
The orc I saw before.
and
Or
a
human guy.
well-built
Somehow allowed
human.
it.
Not a paladin, he's
Strong.
the veteran.
Veteran.
Yeah.
Having a paladin in Hollowshire.
Yeah. Who would do that?
Yeah. Yeah, the archer is like
We'll
one
do
of the
that.
nicest ones in the book, by the way. It comes with an excellent picture.
Yeah, Archer's
Yeah, I'll
great.
put it in VCT. That is in their bio, and it's a great picture. Whenever it uploads, it's like 6 meg. There you go. Look at that. That's a great fucking
Fantastic.
piece.
Neato, yeah.
It has so much detail, and the archer is
Fucking
just a
Manicore.
fucking
Yeah, the goggle
CR3
guy.
creature, and they put a lot of work into it. Fucking Archer's Eye.
Oh, hey, Archer's a pretty like fun stat block just to have.
It's neat. It's super neat. There's even a list for what their arrow fletching is. With a D12, it could be from the
Yeah.
Owlbear's Mane, Cockatrice Feathers, Axebeak, Planetar, Quirtle, Pegasus, Griffin, Vrock, Peyton, Dryad, Leaf Drake, Scale, or Sturge Wing Veins. Like, such cool things to have as arrow fletching. It's just on a random fucking archer. I can't wrap my brain around how much extra work there is on that. But they went whole hog.
Now, which book is this?
I don't even know which.
Monster manual.
I think it's just the monster manual.
Mm-hmm.
I think the archer's from like
Oh wait, it might be MPMM.
yeah. It's from or Volos. It's from one of the later source.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's Volos because I got that one at one point. I was surprised. I was mostly caught off guard because it doesn't have the purple border like a lot of the fancy shit that I've got in here does. So I was just like, wow, Archer is so extra. Okay, and then in the second floor of the guest house, which again, I really like the way they've done the coloring on the the lower level floor here.
Yeah.
It's a great feature. Like, if you had knocked out guards in this level, I was going to leave them, like, unconscious and then with fade lines on them so that they looked like they were all part of that scenery. Yeah, great big balcony you could climb into. The thug boss over here.
Really pretty building too.
No, yeah, this dude's stuff is fucking great. I'm excited to use more of it for many other things. There's all of Noble House. Again, great fucking place.
Nice.
Ah, yeah, let's see the man himself. Oh,
Here's the thing. You never went to floor 3,
yeah.
so I'm not gonna.
okay.
You don't know what Antonok looks like,
We
so
don't know
I'm
what he
not
looks
going.
like.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't want to reveal what Antonok looks like because you don't know what Antonok looks like.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then yeah, there is the last one. Again, I'm just very impressed with how nice these are. Even I'm so sad that I could not get the animated ones to work because all of these are animated. You know, with like flickering candles and fires.
Aww.
Well, you know, if we use Foundry.
Never happening though.
I know, I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah. But yeah. You see, I think that it's an excellent map set, and I have many more by this dude to use.
Can you at least tell me who it is?
Yeah, it is a Patreon called Animated Maps.
Animated maps, okay.
Here, I will, or Animated Dungeon Maps, sorry, is the name of it. Here you go. And he's great. He does stuff. I'm only grabbing ones out of the town section, but he does all sorts of things like underground dens and
Oh yeah,
mansions
this guy's
and
stuff.
On like his landing page, the banner, the far left one looks very, very Dark Souls.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
very
He's
cool.
got some great haunted shit as well. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
As I say, like I'm very excited to use many more of this dude's stuff.
I'm gonna bookmark this.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, you are able to make your way throughout and eventually all reconvene at your little hideout with a plaque. You know that you have a meeting with the broker, at which point you can hand over the plaque and get your next location. As well, she has still offered you guys like literal pay for each of these things that you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like
Heck
my
yeah,
money.
she's offered us pay for each one.
And
Give me
Money
my
is
money.
always nice.
we can also offload some of this treasure, like the cigar collection.
No.
Why not?
Stray wants to keep that.
Lieutenant Victor Crunch, formerly captain, finds it a crime to just pawn off perfectly good cigars.
Do you know how much money
You guys
these are
have like
worth?
we
50
can't-
very expensive
yeah.
cigars. You could probably pawn off some of them.
We can't just keep everything we stole.
I'm in this
Yeah,
for
but these are
money, and
smokables.
these
These are
are
smokables.
So am
very
I.
valuable.
I am also in it for the money.
Very well, I shall simply take my share out of the box then.
There you go.
Is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go.
How many?
Okay.
There's how many are?
There are 50 in there. Coincidentally, there are 5 of you, so you could just take 10, or you could just pay them up for what they're worth in order to just have them all.
How much are they all worth?
Like 4 silver each.
So-
Okay, I'll pay for them all.
Okay, sure.
All right.
So 4 times 50
Sure.
is
All right.
200 SP.
40.
Yep, 200 silver, and that means everyone else in the party can take 50.
Right, well, hold on.
Cool.
So, okay, yeah, let's just do that first. So 50 silver for everybody.
Cool.
And
Cool.
then we got the 10 gold, which converts to 100 silver, and their incense.
You got the guard
So that-
belt if you want to sell it. The magical flood lantern, I'm probably going to want to test for pawning that off because it's a stolen
Magic
magical
item.
item.
I was
Yeah.
actually
There's
thinking
probably
of
more to it than just say
disenchanting it
remove
into
these.
like Residium, but
You could do that, yeah.
be much more useful.
It's not going to be much though because this thing's magic is just to make a
Yeah.
normal light.
That's
I mean,
that seems like a bit of a waste.
depends. I mean, Residium is useful for, quick casting spells.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even if it's only
you
like
could get sick. I think
20 GP.
it's like 6. I think it's like 6 GP in Residium.
Yeah, that's too little to
It's
actually
not even
cast
enough for like
anything, yeah.
a spell.
So there are.
It'll be easier to move the product, but the enchantment on this thing is super duper basic.
I mean, the super duper basic is still worth like a lot of like GP for just
Yeah,
selling.
in actual like object sale, you could probably pawn it for a lot more than the magic itself as well.
In addition to
Yeah.
that, then we also get 23 silver and 2 copper each.
Okay.
Excellent.
And we'll just keep the lantern for now, because we actually do have a bunch of humans in here. It might not be the worst
The
It
lantern
might come in
might
handy. It might come in
powerful
handy.
light
The
source.
lantern might come in useful if we get rumbled.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
I mean-
giving yourself light that can't be put out in a situation where you need to fight in a dark corridor, just not a bad move.
Yeah.
I feel it might be useful for when we actually have to go like to the vaults.
Yeah, exactly. Because it can't really be dispelled
Yeah.
properly by anything short of the darkness spell, which who the fuck has
Apart
that?
from darkness spell, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep that for now.
Not many people usually have it.
'Cause it's so
Right.
terrible.
It's
Yep.
fine.
It's okay. It's just that when you take darkness spell, then you know you're actively not taking like a better combat spell or a more utility.
Also, like-
No. You know you're taking darkness when you want to do like some stupid like cheese thing.
The most important like con for darkness is that like it's good, but it won't be good for the rest of your party.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
main drawback, is it'll piss everyone
Yeah.
else off.
If you
Mhm.
want
Yeah,
your
the people
party to
that
hate
take the
you,
darkness spell,
Yep.
Take darkness. Use darkness all the time.
Because
the
like
people that
that's
are taking
all
the
the
darkness
things
spell
like,
are like the darkness monk and the
Yeah,
people that take
that's
that like
the-
eyes that see through darkness.
yeah, the warlocks, which is a
Yeah.
decent invocation, but
Listen, darkness is a great spell when it's not a PC casting it. All right.
Yeah, it's great when it's
I mean-
against you guys to ruin
That's
the day.
true.
a bit.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why the darkness spells. There's a lot of spells in
Or
D&D
it's
that
coming off
exist.
the new shadow mode.
that
Yeah.
exist for not for the player character to use really, but for the DM to use against you and for you to go, oh come on.
Like
I
Meteor
think my
Storm.
my favorite use for it is darkness being localized to areas as opposed to being used actively in a fight. Like a corridor that just
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
the darkness spell in it. It's fucking scary as shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a corridor where light doesn't work in it. It's scary, that goddamn thing.
Yeah, just have the
I
darkness
still
spell
like
with
being
it
able to
permanent.
Yeah.
in the Urban Arcana game, my tiefling could cast darkness on a bullet and it'd just be like,
Hell
True.
yeah.
True. It's pretty fucky.
I just had
Darkness
this range of
bullets.
darkness coming out of the barrel.
Casting darkness on an arrow.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put box of fancy cigars, but I'm not gonna put 50 because there's gonna be a couple missing by the
Yeah,
time.
the number's gonna gradually dwindle. Indeed, once you make it back to the safe house, surely the first thing you do is
That is
unravel.
the first thing I do.
Hell yeah,
And
it is.
and since I have bought them all, and because of my character's demeanor, I'll offer one to everyone. Good show.
I'll pass, but yes, good job, everyone.
Yes,
Surely the
excellently
ranger at
done.
least.
Yes.
Yeah, Ross is like the cowboy's got to smoke a cigar. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And listen, Slim. Slim can pretend.
It just crushes a cigar against his faceplate and just pulverizes that money and doesn't enjoy any part of it. And you're like, good
I
job,
enjoy
Slim.
every
Good
part
job,
of it.
Slim.
Yeah, you enjoy more. It's a pure experience. Every fiber grinding against my face.
I had my doubts, but you all proved excellent.
I didn't doubt any one of you.
Doubts. We've worked together before. Come now.
Except him.
Yes,
Mhm.
we made a good team. Well done.
Indeed.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be back in an hour or two.
Of
Uh,
course.
sure. Surely we're waiting. We're gonna meet up with our contact next, so we're gonna split off.
Yeah. Unless you are also able to literally use this place for sleeping. Remember, there was enough beds here for everyone if you just want to stay
Yeah.
at the safe house
Do
where
you
it's
know?
safe.
Do you know how upset Grandma will be if I don't show up for her bridge session?
That's true. She would get a little bit miffed.
Your grandmother.
You have to at least let her know ahead of time.
Ah, that's the only name she remembers.
I see.
I gotta check in on the deputy.
The what?
Nothing.
Doodles. See you all on the next one.
Yes, see you tomorrow
Mhm.
for our meeting with the broker.
Yep, you have a location for that meeting as well. It is in Heath Village.
Sounds good.
I will make use of the safe house.
Yeah, it is safe. It is a house.
Nice.
Has all your nice new things in it. Does anyone enjoy the delicious dark chocolate mints and peppermint liqueur?
We'll have like one or two.
Sure.
Yeah, they're very posh and nice. If anyone has ever had one, it's
Yum.
called an After Eight here in the UK.
No,
They're
I
very
know.
posh.
Yeah, After Eight is used in like a really fancy version of an what's an Irish coffee. I forget what it's called, but oh my god,
I love
it is very rich.
chocolate and mint liqueur, but I hate chocolates with the liqueur in them.
Oh no,
I
this
think
isn't
I
liqueur.
recommend
it is an actual like
Yeah.
peppermint cream. You have the
Yeah,
liqueur
yeah.
with because that's the
Oh,
only
sweet.
alcoholic part. The peppermint cream is just a
It's
cream.
it.
It's a
Okay,
fondant.
it's
Soft
like
fondant.
it's like a fancier grasshopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have you add a layer of dark chocolate liqueur to for like a grasshopper. It's also got creme de creme and whipped cream in it.
Yep.
I know because that's one of the only cocktails that Passy used to drink.
There you go, in VCT, that's what they look like. They even come in little paper sleeves. They're so fancy.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
nice.
They're delicious. They're one of my favorite things, and I would be able to make an entire box
Oh.
disappear.
I thought you were talking about After 8, the cocktail.
No. After Eights are
'Cause
the
you
names.
said
that
coffee.
Literally, yeah. The After Eight cocktail exists because of the After Eight chocolate.
Got it.
they're
Okay, I
like,
didn't know that.
They're like fancier peppermint patties.
Yes, very similar to that. Yeah, the
Okay,
cocktail is based on the
okay.
chocolate as opposed to vice versa.
Okay.
It would be survival to track your friend.
Okay.
I can do that.
I mean, are you
Well,
also
sounds
going to
pretty
follow
good.
Amiré?
I have no idea where you went.
No, yeah,
I
you
could
get
fo-
lost
Actually, wait,
immediately.
maybe I do, and you just see me immediately or something like that.
Yeah, that's more to the point. Yeah, Amiré, you know Red tries to follow you.
I'm still pretty. I'm still wondering what drug she's on.
I mean,
You
the
already
best-
said
the
you were
best
going to
guess
wander
was-
off.
Yeah, the best guess
Yeah,
was
true.
already Opus, which is locally produced.
Yeah.
It is consumed by the posh and tends to make them look a lot like Amiré.
Fair enough.
All right, let's see how good I am against that bridge today. Int.
I'll roll against you with Grams.
Beat
It
me
looks like
again.
Grams destroys you again. She's actually not very good at it herself. You probably have to force yourself to lose on the occasions. Yeah.
Just
Otherwise-
beating
Good
on
thing.
the drums.
It's a good thing nobody else stayed at the safe house.
Yeah, everyone in the safe house would get sick. Just ill from this pounding.
Everyone else leaves, and then
You
the
find
Warforged just goes
find the
monkey.
brown note. Yeah, you find the brown note in bass tones.
Oh no!
Oh,
All the
God.
birds around the place just shit themselves.
Shit.
There's
Uncontrollable
bat
shit.
poop all over the walls when we get back.
No. More likely, if you rolled a crit fail on the drum, someone definitely came over to like fucking slam a fist on the door, like shut the fuck up. And yeah, I think that is where we're going to end it. And you have completed your first heist.
Yay!
Hooray!
You gain 11.
Wow!
Oh, neat.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That's not going to be another one for a while. Basically, I didn't want you to all be a higher level than this until you'd seen what your abilities do and what your skills are like.
Well,
But yeah, success.
all right.
Yeah, don't expect another one until you finish the third heist.
End
Yeah.
of session, so I've changed my name again.
Ooh, let's see what you're rocking now.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay. Well,
I
yeah.
dig it.
Job completed, level gained. If you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for Savin'. Till then, adios and do take care.